So he ended up getting this, and this when he broke the world record, you know.
Like it was. I mean, that was the facial expression. But that's 100%. No words, just all vibes.
It was like, you know, like up to that day, I was only 100 kilos after world record. Now it's 150.
Yeah. Now it's like now you may as well go up a weight class.
Yeah, man. It's like, what's the difference?
You
I
might
got
as
93s, like, you know what I mean?
Just go
Fuck
up.
it, like.
That's over.
Just as much of a chance there as I do anywhere else at this stage. 59s?
Listen,
Fuck.
I mean, that is an option.
It is probably my best one.
I mean, a quick water cut in.
A quick night in the session with the boys. And you'll be in there.
You give me 8 hours. I'll give you a world championship. What would it take for you to win at 59?
Well, Waskar did like 660 or something. So if I can add about 20 kilos to my total and lose about 10 kilos body weight, I'll be world champion.
I think you can do that.
Yeah. I think it could be you.
Do you know there was a stage where, like, when I was messing with Lawrence when we first started working together, I was like, do you know if I like maintain my total and cut down, we're there. He's like, it's not a bad idea, lad. I was like,
Ash, they're here, look, lad.
Sure, lad, look, if we throw you into a sauna for 48 hours.
That should be grand into the sauna.
He put me into a sauna for 48 hours.
You'll be flying it, lad. Sure, look, lad, if your nana had wheels, she'd be a bicycle. Yeah. Sure, look.
Sure, if you think about it, sure, you only need to be 59 the second you get in the fucking scale.
Sure, would you ever go away and fuck off photos? Would you ever, sure, look, lad, here now. Anyway. Maeve, cue the intro music.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Maeve.
No, you were meant to jump in with me.
All right, go on. Yeah,
so went to MC over it.
That was you.
I'm...
Broadcasting from the heart of Ireland, this is the Lift Era podcast, the voice of Irish strength sports, with your hosts Ian Benson, Maeve Mannion, Jack Kenny and Alex Cremens.
And welcome back. We're back. Welcome back to the Lift Era podcast. We are now at episode 12. Can you believe we made it 12 episodes, 4 of which we've posted? We actually just come here to sit down.
7 episodes behind.
We actually have a bunch of episodes in the bank. By the time you see this episode, you'll have seen all the ones that are sitting in the bank.
By the time this one's out, we're on episode 27.
By the time this episode comes out, I'll be 40 in 3 years.
That's not far off.
That's not far off.
We're on for good pace.
Listen, you're the one that has to dye your eyebrows, okay?
And shave my sideburns.
I thought you got them waxed.
Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry, yeah. I didn't shave them. That would be really bad.
So coming up on today's episode, we are going to be discussing Maeve's body hair.
No, we're not.
Some of it. Alex was just in Sheffield. We're going to be going through that. We got some comps coming up. We have a new A7 launch has just dropped. We're going to see what everybody thinks. We've got the first IrishPF competition of the year in Phenom coming up this weekend. And we've also got the Ireland's Natural Strongman Federation, Ireland's Strongest Man and Woman, is also on this weekend in Galway. So a lot of exciting stuff to get through here. Lads, how's everybody's week been? Alex? You survived the big storm. You managed to make it. What was the storm?
Storm, yeah.
Storm Owen.
Storm Aowen.
Aowen. Was that Welsh?
Yeah.
Was it Welsh storm? It looked like it was spelled in Welsh.
No idea.
No W's in Irish anyway.
It's not a fada in it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think we own the fada.
I don't know. Fucking asking me. Like,
Do we not? But like it's backwards in French. The fada, like.
It's not a fada in French, is it?
No, it's a,
yeah, so... Then,
something else.
No, can we cut this out because we're all going to sound like fucking
Yeah,
idiots,
we're not going to cut this. We're just going to move on. No, so, Alex, you made it to Sheffield through the storm.
I keep telling you to cut. There's so many parts of the podcast where I'm like, cut this, and you're like, nah. And it just stays in.
We need to use up as much airtime as possible. We're paying by the minute in here. By the way, we've got Jamie with us today as well. Jamie, make sure you're on camera there again. Give us a big wave, Jamie. Jamie, will you stand up one time so people can see who we're talking about?
Let the people see the man behind the screens. Like,
He takes off the headphones.
Oh, Jesus, put it away. My eyes. Everyone's on Spotify only now after that. Jamie, we appreciate you coming. So yeah, joining me today, we don't have Jack Kenny. We do have the wonderful, glorious Alex Cremens, and we have the getting hairless Maeve.
How come he gets fucking
why am I
wonderful
getting a
and
compliment
glorious?
today? I actually thought that was going to you.
Yeah, so did I actually.
No bad ones for you.
No,
today.
no. I think
He hasn't seen me in a week. So
I haven't seen
he's
him in a
feeling
week.
nice.
I've missed him. I don't know how he's feeling after Sheffield and the world record moved even further away.
So if I leave for a week, you'll be a bit nicer to me, is what you're saying?
Or meaner for you having abandoned me all week.
You can't have it both ways.
Listen, I'm greedy like that.
Look, I had the glow up of my life anyway, so fuck
You
the
did.
hairs.
You
Yeah.
did.
There you go.
I think your eyebrows are fabulous.
They look great.
Yeah.
2 caterpillars moving in for a fight.
You're fucking gas.
I am a bit of a gas bitch, to be fair. Alex can tell you I'm a gas bitch.
But yeah.
So,
Look, people would pay good money for
but,
my eyebrows.
Listen, I'm trying to have serious business over here talking about powerlifting and strength sports. I want to know about my friend and how his flight was. Okay, I haven't seen him in a week. Are you okay, Alex? How was your
fine.
flight? How was the airport? I seen some Snapchats.
Airport was great crack, yeah.
I seen Eamon Breen had was saving for the Patreon, the one behind the paywall. We don't have one of those, by the way. But Eamon Breen, I seen a Snapchat in the airport. He had some devices with him in the airport.
Oh yeah. Can
How
I say it? Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, the boys put a fucking dildo in my bag, and I had no idea. So
was that your bag?
yeah,
it was
no.
in?
So this is the thing, right? So we had this plan to get one of the boys and put a dildo in his bag and just put fucking put a bottle of water next to it so we get caught. And this was like planned for like the last 3-4 weeks, and then it was all great and it was some laugh. We were all going through the airport together, and then Jay, your man, we put the dildo in his bag got pulled over and everyone's pure sneering. We're all like, yeah, that's pure gas. And then my bag got pulled as well. And I just thought nothing of it. I was like, it's fucking just got pulled. And then I got stopped first, and then your man he was looking at the screen, and he just started pissing himself laughing. He looks at me, he's like, you have a bottle of water in your bag? And I was like, no, I don't. And I was like, I fucking do. It turns out they actually had 2 dildos, and I only knew about one of them. And they stuck the other one in my bag. Last minute before we went to the airport, and then he didn't take it out there. He was like, I'll leave it in your bag. And I was like, please take it out, because I don't know what you want me to do with it. Like, I was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, well, you can have it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's not
to
even
him.
used. It's got very low
Much.
mileage.
Yeah. I've been used like twice or whatever.
Is there an opt-out option here?
But yeah, so then after that, the flight was fine. It was actually relatively chill because I think ours was in the evening, so it was like 7 p.m. or something like that. We didn't even get delayed, so it was grand. I didn't see anything bad.
Yeah,
it seemed all right. And then even when we were over there, the weather was actually completely fine. So we didn't get any fucking.
It wasn't bad at all.
No, what was it like here? Because I saw bits and bobs, but it was like more so all over Ireland than like in Limerick in particular that it was like really bad.
did you stay at my house that night?
No,
You
no,
were in
I
Portlaoise?
was at home.
I slept through it. I didn't think it was too bad, but then I woke up, and we woke up the next morning with no electricity, no water. We opened the gym later. We were supposed to open at 5:30, and we opened at 10 instead. That was it. Other than there was one tree down on the road where I was living on Carcanesh. That was it, really. There was one tree across the middle of the road, and nothing else. I know some people got hit hard, and some people are still hit hard by it. Like there's quite a few.
Yeah, there's
still without
people
electricity
still.
and water.
Yeah, seen that. Yeah.
I think Castleconnell, which is not far from here at all, is still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where Al lives. Al from the morning groups.
Yeah.
So he was saying like there's half of Castleconnell is still like completely out.
Sham, we didn't even lose power.
Nicole Lyle, she was down yesterday. She's up in Galway. She said her place where she runs the balance hut.
Yeah.
Still without power.
gone. The TJ is still without it as well.
Is TJ still without power as well?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a couple of people were affected, but like fortunately I wasn't really impacted by it at all. I had to come in here without having a shower. God love everyone else.
Yeah.
But that was about
That's
it,
why
really.
the gym was quiet.
It was quiet. Like, Jamie was, we have a shower upstairs, and Big Jamie said to me, he goes, "You have to use a shower in the gym." I was like, I don't even know if that works. Like, someone just walks in. And
You could come out of it smelling worse.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm safe for this way. But yeah. So, but your flight over was grand. Just a big piss up,
Super chill, yeah.
bag of dildos.
Yeah. Just a couple of guys and
Just
2
a couple
dildos, man. And some powerlifting.
Who went to buy the dildos?
Yeah.
Like who?
So it was a few of the lads. I think they all just chipped in. So they all chipped in for the big one. Because there was pretty much. That's what, yeah. So there was like a big one
Tagline,
and then
dildo.
like a little smaller one. So I got stuck with the smaller one, which is
Appropriate.
I kind of took offense to. But, But yeah, and I think the smaller one was just like, I think one of the boys just had it. Like, I'm not even joking. I think he just had
that's so
it. And they
concerning.
just put it. I think he got it like as like a.
But did they
a
buy it on
joke for
Amazon
Christmas
or
or
like
something.
in a shop?
The boys went down to the sex shop down the road.
You have a sex shop in Limerick?
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
Ah, don't
No,
be.
why would I be
Watch
in a
me
sex
pretend
shop in
that-
Limerick?
Oh, you have a sex shop?
I was
she's
like, I'm
very
lost
Catholic.
on the way to your house.
She still sings at the church.
No, I don't. Only at funerals.
Yeah. Well, no, I can hear her.
But yeah, there's a sex shop in Limerick. It's just down the road.
Angels and something, it's all, is it?
Yeah.
There used to be another one, Utopia.
Where is it?
Do you know Mother Max? Volcano Wings. Do you know Volcano Wings?
No.
It's over the milk market.
Milk Market. There
Oh,
you go.
yeah, yeah.
Literally just there.
Literally
right,
across
okay.
the road. There's Muscle Bone Nutrition is down there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just right. You'd actually pass the sex shop to go to the muscle
That's
bar.
so wild. Did they like ID you going into it?
Honestly, I've never gone in. I can't genuinely.
It's so wild.
No, but if you just like...
There is
I
a
suppose
door.
if
You
you-
actually
if
have to ring a doorbell outside the door to get in.
Yeah, if you
So
were
that's why
very
I've never
young
gone in.
looking, you
'Cause I
probably-
walked up, saw the sign. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm all right.
Do the ID people... I imagine if you're very young looking...
Well, I
they'll
suppose
ID
that's
you,
probably the whole point of the doorbell, right?
Yeah.
Like they can see in
Yeah.
the camera, and if it's like 3 young fellas,
Just
they'll be like,
next
nah.
time, just don't get your sideburns waxed and let you walk straight in. They'll just assume you're older.
Wow.
I chose violence. Same as every other day. To be fair. So anyway, Maeve, how was your week?
A class up till now.
Got your eyebrows done, got your hair done,
Yeah, it was a fucking fantastic week until I sat down here.
got your tan on.
I got my tan on. I went the whole month of January out in a tan and I was very depressed. And then I was like,
I hate to break it to you, but
What?
it's the 30th of January.
yeah,
So you didn't go the whole month.
shut up now for a minute, will you? I went a long time without putting on fake tan and I was like, I'm a bit depressed. And then I was looking back at like old training videos and I was like, oh wait, I know what the difference is here. It's the lack of tan.
Yeah.
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 So I
I
put
can do a
tan
lot.
back on.
Can do a lot for you.
Yeah, makes you skinnier, makes you better, just makes you healthier. Like,
There you go.
Listen, if that we had a great discussion earlier this morning about how tan is applied. So Maeve just likes to show the ankle tan. So like, where does the if you're not going to be do you just tan the ankles? Do you tan
No.
all the way up?
you tan everything.
Like the full arse cheeks, not
Yes.
like why are you tanning your arse cheeks?
I remember when I was like getting ready for my very first powerlifting comp, and I was like under 72 at the time, and my coach, like I was gonna struggle to meet it, so I was like, oh, I might have to weigh in like in my underwear. So I was like, I have to tan my arse cheeks. Like, what if I have to weigh in naked? Like, that's a very high possibility. What are you gonna do? Just walk around white arse cheeks? Why would you do that?
It's only like 2 people that see it.
I don't care.
Maybe 1.
Yeah,
You don't want to be
listen,
known as that girl.
Yeah, with the white arse cheeks.
But like, surely there's like nooks and crannies and crevices that you just don't get tan into, so they're going to stand out more, no? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're hardly going like between the cheeks.
No,
That's
you're not like wiping your arse with a tanning bed. For fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
like you pull the glove out, like, and you're like, which one is tan, which one is
No, stop. That's fucking disgusting.
You're the one doing it.
No, I'm not. Have some decorum. Jesus
Listen,
Christ.
so
I had the glow up in my life anyway.
yeah, so
I was
Maeve is now tanned.
Yeah.
tanned, have better eyelashes.
There you go.
I got my eyelashes lifted, which is a perm for your eyelashes.
Perm for your
Yeah,
eyelashes.
you
she
remember
was- she was
perms
telling me
'cause
all
you're
about this.
old. So you know what a perm is.
He still has one.
Listen, I actually still have all of my hair. I just like hats.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
I have all my hair. I have a great head of hair. But I do, to be fair, I have more hair on my back than I do on my head. That's a different podcast. So yeah, so how does this perm work? How do they do it?
So you go in anyway. My beautician is lovely. She puts you on like a heated bed, blanket. I was snoring for like an hour straight.
yeah,
It
in there
was
like a cement
fucking
mixer.
class. I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. She was like, yeah, no, it's fine. But what they do is anyway, they like your eyes are closed and they like glue your eyelashes like to the top of your eyelids and they like curl them and then they tint them. So that's why I look like a bit of an emo now because my eyes are a bit dark because of the tint.
Right.
And you can't get them wet for 48 hours, so no crying.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus!
For 48 hours, no crying.
Are you going to charge whoever makes you cry first for the lashes?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Watch yourself.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah. 70 euro. I was telling Alex, right? It's so expensive being a girl. I had a bit of a glow up week this week, so I was like, I'll be fucking ugly now as hell for January because it doesn't really matter. then like come February, like I'll fucking step it
You'd
up.
be
a
that
notch.
bitch, like.
Yeah. I'd be
Fab
back like
fib.
squatting 150, like fucking just peaking. So I was like, I'll save all my appointments for the one day. I must have spent the bones of €250
That's mad.
in one day.
You look great.
Thanks. It was worth
There you
it.
But see, I was going to say something like, and that was how. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I don't want that. I'm not paying €70 for the lashes.
You should have started the podcast with this, telling them you need all your money.
Yeah. No. All right. So, and is there any particular reason maybe that you needed to get all this done?
No.
No. How's your Tinder doing these days?
Yeah, tell us more, mate.
Okay, so I've
Who's the guy?
questioned.
It's Tinder time with
Oh,
Maeve.
shit, okay, let's go.
No, I don't. I don't have. I'm not even going on dates.
Go on.
The last Tinder date I was on, I say boy because I'm like, no fucking man would ask you this. He straight up asked
like
me
Pokemon?
before he. That's weird.
How is that weird? Wait.
So that's why I'm not getting dates.
I'm not even joking as well. What's wrong with that?
He's like, yeah, well, I've seen your belt. This is a
Yeah.
Pokemon sticker.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but if he
Yeah, it does.
if he's asking you that before you've even said hello, the first
He
Tinder
just
date
wants
I
to
was
make
on,
sure, right?
what the no, the first Tinder date I was on, I pulled up in my car and the like boy got out and he was like, did your dad buy your car? I was like, oh,
Yes. What about it?
So what if he did?
fucking bought my own car. Thank you very much. I'm independent, financially stable.
Yeah. Spent that money. My dad gave me a loan. He didn't pick it up. I bought it myself. No, Maeve very independent like that she is, to be fair.
Yeah, I am.
Go, Maeve.
Thanks so much.
Pays for her own lashes and all, even if she cries.
Yeah. Well, you'll be paying for them if you keep it up.
I'm not going to make you cry. If you cry, you were too sensitive. You know that I'm only joking.
I can't help being sensitive. But anyway, Tinder.
Yeah. So go on.
Go on. How's it going for you?
It's grim. Do you know that?
Is it,
Like,
yeah?
Grimder.
do you know that Gemma Collins meme where she's like, "It's hell in here, it's horror." That's like fucking Tinder.
Who's that?
Gemma Collins.
Fucking
My
Cher.
hair is frazzled.
I'm getting more confused. The more you do that,
I
the
know.
less-
She's the. What's she on? Fucking,
She was on Celebrity
She was
Big
on
Brother.
Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
She's fair funny, yeah.
She is fucking
She's gas.
gas.
I think she's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's pure pals with Jedward.
I've got money.
Yeah.
But if she was on Celebrity Big Brother, does that mean she was a celebrity before?
Yeah,
Like,
she's
was she
famous
known
for,
as
like-
Was it like Towie or something like
the only way
that?
is it's
Yeah.
Essex or
Towie,
something.
yeah.
Was it
no.
Towie?
Come on.
I've never seen
Get with
it.
the times.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was.
I
I think,
know.
I don't know. I actually have no idea.
One of them.
I don't know.
And then she did Celebs Go Dating as well. She's so fucking
Nah, she's gas.
yeah. And
But-
she, when she was
believe
on
you.
Celebs Go Dating, she
No, you're avoiding the
What?
how's your Tinder
Yeah,
going?
yeah,
We don't
how's
care
your
about
day?
we don't
Yeah,
care
not
about Gemma
very well.
Collins.
Not very well. So
Go on.
I was supposed to go to mass last Sunday for an anniversary.
With a fella?
No, the date was after mass.
Hey, baby, you want to come say a few rosaries?
No, that's so disrespectful. Do you know when we were younger, right? I'll go back
Cosplay and
to
he walking out as Joseph.
stop. That's so disrespectful. Jesus.
I'm looking, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, blasphemy.
No, come here. I've actually something funny to tell you. Well, I don't know if this is funny. This is really bad. I'll go back to my Tinder in a second. But you know when we were younger and like you'd be like going shifting boys when you were like 11, 12.
I remember those
Were
days.
we all
yeah.
shifting
I
boys?
remember those days well.
But everyone, so the way where my school was in Portlaoise, we were in all girls primary school. There was no boys, but the boys' school was like up the hill from us. And what was in the middle? Only a fucking church and a graveyard. So everyone used to go shifting in the church bathrooms.
Wow.
How
Yeah.
bad is that?
That sounds-
And in the
depends
graveyard.
Depends on.
Yeah, it depends on insurance, man.
So bad.
Sounds kind of fucking hot to me.
No, that's so
I'm
bad.
joking. I'm before misfortune. I'd
So
never
bad.
do
Tinder's
So-
going terribly anyway.
that. So
Why?
because she's
It's
a
grim.
sinner. She's shifting in graveyards. And
I'm not shifting anyone in a fucking graveyard.
anymore.
I never shifted anyone in a graveyard.
Just in the church.
Or in the church.
What were you doing? Just hiding in the back, watching people shift in the church. How do you know about this?
Because everyone would like tell people. Be
you-
like, oh, they're going to the church to shift. No, I was going to choir. I was a fucking good person.
I was going to those bad people kissing.
Yeah.
naughty. But so your Tinder, Maeve, you're not getting out of this.
Yeah.
You were going
This
to
is going
mass
to be the
this
whole episode
Sunday.
if you don't just answer.
Yeah, you were. So you were
I
on.
was going to mass and I was talking to some lad from Roscommon. And
Right.
What's
I
his
was
name?
like, I actually can't remember. Genuinely
Shout
can't
him
remember.
out. Shout out to John.
Shout out Joseph. I'll be your Mary.
Ew, that's fucking rotten.
Why?
Because that's weird.
You're
But I
not
was-
into it. Are you
what?
are you pulling up his Tinder?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, for anybody that's listening and not watching,
apologies for
apologies for this, but Maeve is currently
Lift.
pulling up her Tinder
Okay.
profile.
So match for him anyway.
Shift there.
Shift there.
Shift there. Sorry, I had to put that in there. This is the new episode.
Match for him anyway, and like he sent me a message, and then I saw he was in Roscommon, so I was like,
Show us him.
no.
What?
I'll
Yeah,
show
go
you
on, give us a
after.
look. No, give us a look.
No,
Go
I'll
on,
show
we
you
go on,
after.
live
No.
reaction,
We're not
live
going to
reaction.
put you. We're not going to put you up like that.
No,
Like,
that's
we're just-
really fucking mean.
we
I'll
just
show you
wanna see-
after.
It's mean. I don't want to be mean on camera. I'll be mean when the cameras are off.
I'll show you one picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine. That's fine.
You're not allowed to hold
No,
it.
we won't.
No,
Yeah,
we won't take your phone.
We won't put it on the camera or anything. Curious.
Okay, that's him.
Should I zoom
Oh,
in
yeah,
there?
he
I
looks
can't-
tall.
I can't see a thing.
That's your fault then.
Zoom
He
in.
likes
You
Guinness.
can't zoom on Tinder.
You can.
You fucking can't.
Can you screenshot?
No, and no, well, you can, but I'm not doing that.
Do they get notified on Tinder? I've never been on Tinder. I've never been on a dating app.
Lucky you. Anyway, so matched for him on Tinder, and I was going to be passing through Roscommon, and I'd only
Right.
go to Roscommon like 2-3 times a year. So I was like, do you know what? Like, maybe I'll just go for a coffee. Maybe I'll just
Good woman.
be like independent,
Right.
and like conquer the fucking world here. So I was like, grand, I'll go for coffee. So he was like, oh, like, do you want to go on a date or whatever? I was like, yeah, fine. Because I couldn't really be arsed with small talk. Like, I don't even like talking to you that much.
Fair.
But I do. But like,
You don't.
I don't. So
This is actually the only time Maeve interacts with us ever in a week. We don't talk to us.
I don't like talking to anyone, but that's my own problem. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'll go for coffee. And he was like, oh, why don't we go for like a walk? And I was like, no.
What?
No,
Why'd you
no.
say no?
It was a fucking storm, Alex.
Oh, fair. Okay,
It
right.
was a
Sorry.
storm, right?
That's fair.
I
Why do
was
you think that's pure
assuming.
casual, like pure coffee and a stroll? Like?
No. He was like, oh, there's nowhere good to go for coffee. I was like,
Were you on the phone?
no.
Or is that just how he sounds in your head?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone on a date with him either, to be honest.
It's like Jamie. Sorry, Jamie.
Don't go there. Poor
Yeah,
lad, man.
poor Jamie.
Poor Jamie.
Poor Jamie taking time off
I was
college.
just
coming to
gonna
us.
say, yeah.
Is that the
Yeah,
only
but
one
he's
taking
doing
time
word
off around here, is he? Go on,
So
anyway, Maeve.
anyway, doesn't matter. So anyway, decided I'd go on this date. You're such an arsehole. Decided I'd go
So
on
you
this
went?
date. No, I didn't.
Oh,
No,
for
I didn't.
fuck's sake.
I didn't. But he wanted to go for like a walk in some boardwalk in like this random fucking place in Roscommon. I'm like, I'm getting kidnapped.
Nice.
This is why I won't last on Tinder. I think I'm getting kidnapped.
So you thought he was going to kidnap you.
Yeah.
So because he wanted to go for a walk in Roscommon.
Yeah. That's say that out loud again.
He wanted to go for a walk in Roscommon.
Yeah,
so you thought
that's
he was gonna
weird.
kidnap you.
Makes sense.
That's fucking weird. You don't know Roscommon, you haven't been there.
It sounds like you haven't been there either.
I have.
Not for a walk.
Where do you think I got my second name from?
Man is from Roscommon.
Yeah.
Is that common information? I just
Okay.
Moral of the story. Another thing about Tinder.
So hold on, but how far into this? Like, no, whatever about Tinder, right?
What?
So how long were you talking to this lad for?
Maybe like a day.
So
Give
a
up
day.
after that.
All right. So he wasn't waiting around. Man shot his shot, right?
Yeah, fair.
Man shot his shot.
Well, I think you should do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, on
Yeah,
Tinder.
what are you
Like,
gonna do?
But
Just be
like-
pen pals.
Yeah.
for
what
sure.
I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not looking for a pen pal.
What are you looking for?
Go on. few viewers here.
Come on. What are you looking for?
I don't know. If I fucking knew, then I wouldn't
Just
be on
want-
Tinder.
just want
Not
someone-
a walk in Roscommon
Someone
anyway.
to love me and to hold me.
These eyelashes are getting
Yeah.
fairly fucking
Right.
ropey.
Continue. What else about
Another
Tinder?
thing about Tinder, right? What is it with every fucking second lad holding a fish? Every second lad, you
I didn't know this was a thing.
just holding a big fucking fish.
Just out there, just holding a throat.
It's like that's so weird.
Are you holding any fish?
No,
on Tinder?
I don't have
Can
a
we see
Tinder
your
anymore.
Tinder?
No, I don't have it. Deleted it a few weeks ago. Yeah. Done.
Yeah, he was actually
I'm
getting
locked in.
inundated.
I
I
with
actually am. I'm
messages.
locked in. I'm locked in.
He is locked in.
I was telling him this. Yeah.
He's been locked in.
in.
He's been locked in since
Since
2 hours.
yeah, this morning.
When I picked you up,
Yeah, if even. Yeah.
it's honestly it's
No, I don't
hardship.
have Tinder.
I think about like deleting it again, and I've only been on it a week.
What I mean,
Give it time. Give it time.
Nah.
yeah, come on. We need to talk about this every week, Maeve.
But I don't think I should be the What's that word?
Ah, you should, because you'll be like, I'm getting kidnapped in Roscommon.
Yeah,
Like, no,
that's
he's not.
way
He's not.
funnier than me just being like, I texted a girl and she didn't reply to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, Alex, how'd you get on Tinder this week? Still
It's like just lads sending me pictures of their fish.
It's way better.
Oh, that's a
but I
fat
don't think
salmon you
my
got
love
over there.
life. Ew, I don't think my love life should be like made fun of.
It's not making fun of you. This is
is
gonna be like this
though.
big
It's
celebratory.
pathetic,
Like
like.
when you get a fella, he's coming on the podcast. Like, do you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we've heard
straight
so
away.
much about you. We know the Tinder origin
Can we
story.
see your fish?
Yeah. Get that trout out.
Get your trout out.
Oh,
See, this is way better.
yeah, so gas.
Fucking Captain Birdseye. So, all right, so
But can I
get
just
your fucking trout
clarify?
out. You've ruined me.
Can I just clarify?
Yeah.
I didn't get the glow up for the date. The glow up came after the date.
Sorry, now before I move on, because we do need to actually talk about lifting soon. But how did you? Or do we?
Just talking about shifting.
Shift area. But how'd you let him down? Were you just like, I think you're
just
going to
didn't text him
kidnap?
back.
Oh, you are a bitch.
Did you make him go to Roscommon first?
He was already there. Sure, he lives in Roscommon.
Nah, that's awful. You just ignored him. You just ghosted him.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's bad for him. He's gonna be. That's bad.
Yeah, that's.
I doubt he's crying over it. Like,
How'd you know?
'cause I'm not.
Because you
For a
thought you were gonna get
change.
kidnapped.
Yeah. I gave him an option. I said, "Look, do you want to go for a coffee?" He was like, "Nah, let's go for a walk." I was like,
You don't even drink coffee.
"I do to be social, yeah."
I've never seen you drink coffee.
Yeah, because I started drinking coffee.
When I go on dates.
Shut up. When I was in the lab in the college, because you couldn't like crack open a fresh can at 8 o'clock in the morning, but you could drink coffee because they were all health freaks. So
Fair enough.
yeah, that's the only time I drink
All
coffee.
right, so you drink a coffee to fit in.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've done the same. That's how I started liking sushi. I pretended I
Oh
was,
man, yeah.
I was sitting with other people and knew what they were doing. I was like, "You want to get sushi?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Of course, my favorite.
I fucking love me some sashimi. What the fuck is a dragon?
That's like my
He's
worst
made a
nightmare.
dragon. He's a real dragon.
Do you like dragons? John? I was like, "Oh, I have." You should have seen me butcher it with the chopsticks. I was poking it into the fucking.
Just,
My first time eating edamame beans, right?
right.
I just seen them in a bowl, and I didn't know how you were supposed to eat them. So do you ever have them?
no, don't even know.
So let's just say they look like green, kind of like green beans, right? There are these little beans inside in a pod, and you're supposed to pop the little beans out of the pod.
Okay.
You get
yes.
them with like a bit of salt and chili flake on. They're lovely. The first time I didn't know what I was doing. The first time I eat sushi when they come out in a little bowl, I'm like, I'm fucking starving. So I pick one up. So I'm like, all right, I guess this is what we're starting with before the raw fish comes out. Now, I love sushi now. Before the cold raw rice and fish comes out, I'm going to eat these fucking vegetables. Right, so I picked it up, and you're supposed to like pop them out, and I didn't notice. You're supposed to just like, you know what I mean? And I just started chowing down the whole fucking
Bet you
thing.
did.
And people were just, I was like, how do people eat these? And they were just like looking at me. Like, this fella. And then I seen a few of them like popping them out. And I was like, they were like, did you just eat the whole thing? I was like, yeah, I much prefer it. I was like, I'm such a loser. I was like, yeah. So that was my sushi story. So yeah, I get it. That's why you drink coffee.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I eat sushi. Alex, do you like sushi, Alex?
I do, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking love it. I'm getting
Wouldn't
sushi
be
tonight.
big, like, I wouldn't be a huge fan, but I like it. I like it.
I do damage out to a salmon platter. Anyway, more men with their fish.
Yeah.
There you go.
Men and fish.
So the Six Nations is back this week. We are going to talk about lifting in a minute. Anyone going to go watch it? Ireland versus England, Aviva Stadium.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Yeah, you good?
I'd love to go
a
for a
hard
few pints
opener.
for a pop. Comp following week. I have a comp next weekend, so
And Alex is sober.
I'm fucking dry
Alex
January.
is locked in. Oh, Alex, I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, no.
Malaga. Remember last week I was like, I'll come
Oh,
watch.
no,
And I
you're
booked
not coming?
flights.
Yeah.
I'm not coming.
Why?
Well, there's two things happening. So I said I was going to come, and I booked the flights in front of him. And then we saw that my departing flight, I was actually not going to arrive till 8 p.m. You were going to finish lifting something like 6 hours beforehand.
yeah.
So I booked another flight with Aer Lingus just to go over.
Oh,
So
yeah.
And I checked it the next morning. I was like, I better just double check the flight. And I booked it for a month before. And then when I checked, for some reason, whatever way I got confused, I got flustered in the moment booking the flights to try and impress you and be cool with you. Right? And then when I had a look at the dates, and the dates processed, it's my son's birthday. So not only did I book,
You kind of better off.
if I booked 2 wrong flights, and I did it on my son's birthday, I'm like, oh, what an absolute fucking waste of money. So then I asked Big Jamie, did he want my flights instead? And it was cheaper for him to buy his own flights than it was to change his name
Oh
over
my
onto
God,
the flights.
wow,
So I was like, all right, that's...
All right.
So yeah, well, if the flight price
Well, you've got a flight. So you've got a flight to Malaga in 2 weeks.
I've got a flight to Malaga literally in 2 weeks.
Will we
I'm
just
trying-
go? We scope out the place early.
You're locked in. We can go scope it out.
Too locked in.
We can
Just
scope
have a
out.
holiday.
I asked Emma, does she want to go? Does she want to just go for 2 days? What date was it supposed to be?
It's the 17th and 18th. So like, what? That's
Yeah,
like
I think
2
I'm
weeks
booked
from
in. I think I booked it for the 16th or 17th. Yeah, 17th. So I have a flight to Malaga on the 17th of February.
now. If anyone listening wants a flight to Malaga,
like and share this
we do a giveaway post.
1,000 follower giveaway flight to Malaga. You have to change the name over of your own.
We're near 1,000 now, are we?
8 something, 840
Nice.
something.
Let's fucking go.
We haven't really been using the Instagram page a whole
No.
lot. But the idea was to do a podcast on the Instagram page. Now, we will use it because now there's more stuff coming up for comps, but it does get info put out there, and the clips obviously from eps whenever I get around to them. I've been fucking slacking. I've been slacking people. And not on purpose, just other things have taken priority.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, that was Ireland, England. Looking forward to that. Who has it, lads? Do you reckon Ireland take them? Anyone up to speed in the rugby? No.
Yeah, I'd love to like back us, but I don't know if we have it for another year.
I don't know. I think whenever
definitely
Ireland
don't
play
think
England, it's
England
always like
have
a
it.
big thing. It's always a massive deal when Ireland plays England, especially at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to be at it.
Be class.
Even just as a spectacle itself, it's sick.
Yeah. Be unreal.
But yeah, I would. I back us. I 100% back us. I think that England are good, like, but I can't stand them.
It's England, like.
Yeah.
You can't sit here and lift air and say England are going to win.
No,
No, I
no.
didn't say England were going to win. Actually,
Is Mannion even an Irish name?
yeah.
What's it stand for?
I don't know. Look it up.
I don't even think Benson's Irish.
I don't think mine's an Irish name. Mine's definitely not an Irish name.
No, I don't know if they're Irish names. Your mate, you've a pure, like, what are you talking about? You've got that, like, Anglo-Saxon first name. It doesn't even have a BH in it.
I think.
You have a V.
Yeah,
It
the
sounds
way like I
very
spell my
British.
first name is not the like Celtic Irish way.
Yeah, no.
I'm dyslexic. I
you've
couldn't
it the
be
wrong
putting
way.
fucking B's and D's and H's in my
They
fucking
didn't
name.
know. They didn't know you were dyslexic when you were born.
I'm sure they had a hunch.
I don't think you can see dyslexia.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is Irish, yeah.
What?
With the
Mannion?
V. Mannion's Irish.
Yeah.
No. Eat your words.
What
Ian.
is Irish as a fucking English breakfast? That's
Whatever.
All right, let's get into some lifting finally.
do it.
Alex, take us through. Let's start with Sheffield. How was Sheffield? What was the experience like? I mean, it did, and as we ended up saying, it was Sheffield.
Yeah.
The guy is pretty much
R.I.P..
untouchable. Like,
Yeah. Interestingly enough, just something I found really interesting before we even get into it is Shell obviously won. He had an incredible performance and broke the
Yeah.
world record total by like 45 kilos. 0.5. But he came like 12th on jail points or like 10th in the whole
Oh,
comp.
no
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't win like best lifter at Worlds, for example.
No.
Who took first?
It was Agatha, of course.
Agatha,
but I
yeah.
think in the men it was Austin Perkins.
Ooh.
Like obviously it was only like within, like they were all within like 2 or 3 GL points. So it was super
super
close.
tight.
But I was still shocked to see. You'd think that, but I think that just shows where the standard is.
I think there's kind of a slight flaw, potentially a slight flaw in how Sheffield operates, is that it's percentage of the world record in your weight class.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you jump into a weight class with a much lower world record, like, and you're
But-
able to exceed it, the idea is that you wouldn't be able to exceed it by that amount. Of
course.
But, I mean, I think Shell kind of saw.
So I saw the opportunity
Yeah.
and jumped at it. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
the only 2 people that would be able to actually do that are Shell and Austin Perkins. And It's
Yeah.
funny because I actually always thought before Shell made that announcement, I was always like, oh, it'd be so cool if Perk cut down, because he, like most comps, he's like 72, 73 kilos, like where it's
Yeah,
like
he's in
he's
kicking
not
distance, yeah.
full, like he's not. It doesn't seem like he's cutting, and he even talks about it sometimes. He'll be having like breakfast more in the comps and stuff like that, and it's like, if you're there, Like, you know, I've spent off seasons walking around 72
Yeah, yeah.
kilos. So I'm like, why don't you cut down? And like, that would have been sick. But then Shell announced it. And it was
it
also
was
sick,
like-
equally sick.
Equally
so.
sick. Yeah. What would have been his point? His best opportunity would have been not. Going to that point.
Yeah. But yeah, it was Sheffield incredible. I went year one. I was gone last year and then couldn't miss up this year.
How did it compare? Like, 'cause this is in the same venue, right? From year one. I know
it
year
is
two
the-
was in
it
the
is
same,
the-
same
yeah,
venue
yeah,
every
yeah,
year.
yeah.
I know it's changing next year. We're
It's changing next year, yeah. But
For how did it compare? Was it like very, very similar? The music was kind of weird. I guess because
it was pure fucking Wii Sports music, man. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, it was though, like it was literally like world record attempt, and then it's like do
Yeah,
like
it
in
was
the
like-
background. Like,
it was like they had like Skrillex
But
come in and do a
sometimes,
remix
yeah,
of
when it was like-
IPF background music.
because sometimes it was kind of like, oh, this is
Yeah.
sick. Like it's fucking heavy bass and like the place is bopping, and then some songs you're like, who's on the tune?
You know that typical IPF worms
Yeah.
music?
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but Skrillex did a remix. Skrillex came in and put a donk in it.
I
You know?
kind of fuck with it though. Like when you're so used to that IPF music,
Yeah.
you take anything else. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah. It's
take
like just
anything.
just give us a beat. Just give us a beat.
So yeah, in comparison, like I think the difference is like, I kind of, like obviously I think the atmosphere was a bit better, the third one, because it was like, there's a lot more hype around this one,
Yeah,
whereas
yeah.
the first one, I think nobody knew what to expect, right?
Yeah.
But I also think at the same time, with the first one, like I know for me, I genuinely don't think anything within powerlifting will ever top that feeling that I got that first time I was at Sheffield and
Yeah.
just seeing that many people inside, like whatever,
For
30,000 or
powerlifting.
whatever, all for powerlifting, fucking waving glow sticks around the place, going absolutely mental. Like I got goosebumps. Like it was, like it still hits me to this day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it was obviously similar, but I think it was like I knew what to expect, so it was a bit different.
Yeah.
So yeah, in my opinion, I'm so happy I got to see the first one because nothing will ever top that experience. But I think it was great. It seemed like incredibly well run. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything was
looks
set up
flawless.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the spotters and loaders are actually like super efficient. Like it actually was done in really good time.
Yeah.
For like a meet as well. Like it was really good. I think it started like 3:30, finished at like I think it was like 8.
Yeah, it was
So
all
like
over
just
by,
under,
like,
yeah,
8,
just
yeah.
over like just under like 5 hours, which
Really
is
well done,
really
yeah.
good for like a
2 flights,
a comp
like,
that big where
yeah.
you're especially when you're loading that much weight as well. It's like when you're loading like fucking 400 plus. It's
It's a
insane.
lot of plates.
Insane. Thought it was great, and then obviously there's controversy going around at the moment with like certain
Predominantly
calls.
meals.
Certain calls. I just think a lot of deadlift calls, but like there's a certain few like there's Emil's, of course, which is the big one.
Yeah.
And I'll touch on that in a minute. And then we have people like Sunita.
Yeah.
That's a big one. A lot of like Ross fanboys talking about Ross as well, which I actually, I agree with. I actually really do. Like I do think it was kind of a not bullshit call, but it was like,
Think you should have given it to him?
well, I mean, like he got the
He got the
reason
down command, then his hand up. And
he got the down command, and like the whole like the center ref gave him a white. So
Yeah.
it's like if he said it was good and he's the one that gives the command,
Yeah.
then who are the other two to say jump the command? You know what I mean? Like if I was on the jury table, I'd be like, well, I want to listen to what the head ref has to say. You know, 'cause
yeah,
he's the one that
then
was.
when they went to the jury, how come it was? Do you know what I mean? Well,
I've no idea. Like
just
I
3
presume-
other referees at that point also agreed
yeah.
with the side judges.
Yeah, that's the thing. It can't always be like if it was 2 of them that agreed with the head ref, and it has to
Oh,
be
yeah, the
unanimous.
jury
So it might have only been one person that disagreed, and that can't overrule it.
With
then.
the jury.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be a unanimous decision with the jury. So that's what a lot of people don't realize as well. Is like I think a lot of people think that
That's what I said.
all the jury are
But you can
against
go.
the.
So you can go to the jury.
Yeah.
So if the decision's going to be overturned, it has to be unanimous.
Yeah.
Okay, so if one
Both
person,
ways, both ways.
Okay,
Like, if
so if
it's
someone
overturned-
disagreed in the jury, it's like we're just
Yeah. If there's 3
Even if-
people sitting there and one of them is like, I don't think it should be overturned, then it's not going to be
it's
overturned.
not going to be overturned.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's how it works. For a lot of people that might not know, if they think the jury are just like out to get people or being dicks, like for the most part,
It
they
could just
you
be-
actually can see them arguing at the desk, being like, that's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
call or that's not a good call, and there's only so much you can do. So
Yeah.
I think with a lot of people overreact to
I guess
those
it's how a
things.
jury in real life works.
100%. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's
gotta be
unanimous
unanimous,
decisions.
yeah.
So, yeah, and I think at the end of the day. So yeah, back to Emil. I think it's. I'm sickened for him, man. I'm sickened for him because like I
That's
just
what it'll be remembered
put
for.
myself in that. No, but like not even you put yourself in that position. Like those two have been head to head. He's been chasing Gustav forever.
Yeah.
And imagine you're walking away with the bones of fucking probably 10 grand because I think he broke the deadlift and total world records.
Yeah.
I think that's like 10 grand or something like that. And he podiums, so it's actually probably even more. You're walking away with a ball of money. You break the world record. You're fucking solidified as the best in the world. You beat your, the guy.
Yeah.
The guy from 2024. You beat him, and you still can't even celebrate it because everyone's like taking it away from you.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, it's wild. And like at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize like he can't do anything about the lights,
No,
whether
it's
they're
totally out of
white
his
or
control,
red.
yeah.
So it's like you just gotta take
Can't
it. Like,
give back the light you're giving.
man, and like it's so funny because it's like literally all the people that are giving out about this, right, are like fucking 16, 17-year-olds who haven't
done
the fucking
one
clue.
comp.
Yeah.
Or like, some fat 40-year-old sitting at home who probably hasn't even powerlifted. Like, and that's the thing. But like when you get those, the negative comments are always going to outweigh the good ones, no matter what.
yeah,
Like,
they're
no matter
always
who you
what you're
are.
gonna see,
And even if you know that they're a bunch of 17-year-olds, I can imagine it still affects you pretty much. People aren't nice on the internet. I can only imagine somebody at that high of levels probably getting fucking really nasty messages.
Yeah.
Like, for what being the best in the world, sorry, fuck me, like, it's bullshit.
He played the hand that he had on the day.
So yeah,
So.
if anyone listening to this is like that, just don't be a dick, like, genuinely, like, it's not his fault that he's fucking
Better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? But
he's the best in
I
the
am
world.
excited though because it is cool because we are only 8 weeks away from Euros, so both of the boys are in Europe,
yeah,
so
they get
we
to
can
go
have a
back to
rematch,
back.
and I think that's gonna be sick. And then once that's done, no one can say shit, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if it does become a thing where Gustav beats Emil, then it's gonna be like, and then it'll be the rematch again at Worlds, and then there'll be other people in there. I think the
it's gonna be class.
93s this year is going to be insane.
He'll have Gavin Aiden back at Worlds.
Well, it depends. So you got Gavin, but then you've got Brandon Petrie as well. You've got Keiko.
Keiko.
They're gonna have to battle each other before they can go.
Are
As
they
well.
only going to take one? At the moment, they're going to take
I
two or
can
three.
see them taking two.
Yeah,
you know
they'll
what I
take
mean. Like if there was ever a fucking weight class in America you double down on, I would probably go 93s.
93s, yeah.
Maybe even when I was going to say 105s, but
105. Where's SSJ Bob? Where's Bob Matthews? He 105 or going up to 120?
well, he competed as a 120, but he weighed in 105.
Yeah, 105.2.
But he
Him and Ashton.
Did I not see? I could be wrong, but did I not see him do a comp like this week?
Yeah, he pulled out of Sheffield, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that over SBD or something?
Yeah, it was SPD sponsorships because he
Is he
didn't want to
sponsored by
take
Stoic or something?
Sponsored by Stoic, didn't want to take the sponsorship and didn't want to pay. However, didn't want to pay probably the money he'd make back winning at Sheffield's.
Yeah.
To just go over to the UK and lift and do what he can do. He knows he can do. But I don't know. For me personally, I would pay it out of my own pocket just go prove a point. You know what I mean, and just go win and be like,
Yeah, come. I'm in.
especially because even like Ashton obviously didn't have the most ideal day. Like I don't know. I don't understand if that was if he got injured like in the warm room or if he was injured before it. But like it was just kind of disappointing to see. And it's not that like he broke the world record squat and it was absolutely incredible. But it's like I just feel like if you're going to a comp like Sheffield and you're going into it and you know you're injured, you should just pull out.
Yeah.
I really do because
Yeah.
it's like you want everyone
not
at their
gonna-
best form. Like I'm sorry, and it's like he's not going to listen to this anyway, so I'm not worried. But like, do you know, Ashton Roosket, it doesn't even total 900. Like, do you know,
Yeah.
it's like what? Come on, like we want to see, man's close to 1,000 on a really good day. So
Yeah.
it's like I wouldn't be able to like show up, even though he only got a couple of quid for.
He'd have got paid regardless of we're going. Right?
Well,
you get paid for the invite.
You get paid. You get paid to go over. They pay for like everything, and then they pay for your coach and everyone like that. And then
Yeah.
like I think like two people. Don't quote me on
kick
that.
you a few quid and cover expenses,
and then you get money when you break a world record.
Yeah,
so
and
he
he
got
brought-
like I think he got $3.5 just for breaking the squat
Yeah,
record,
for breaking the squat
which
record.
I get. But it's also like, do you know? It's like the whole point of Sheffield isn't like if that was the case, we'd just be inviting deadlift specialists and
Yeah,
these kind
true.
of people to just come over, make $3 or $4 grand and fuck off and
Yeah,
come
just to-
last.
just to break one
You know what I
record,
mean? So that was kind of sickening to see because I absolutely love Ashton Roosket. Like I think he's just incredible.
Yeah, he's a fucking animal.
Yeah, and he just seems like a really cool dude as well. So like that's huge for me. Like you just like every weekend he has a beers and BBQ and
Yeah.
that's like his diet. It's just sick. I just
I
like
like
that he's
Ashton.
a chill dude like that.
He's a soldier as well, isn't he?
He's what?
He's in the army.
Yeah, I think Navy. I think Navy SEAL.
he Navy SEAL?
I think so. I could be wrong.
You don't want to fuck with him.
No. You wouldn't fuck with him anyway.
No, he'd
but-
kill you.
but yeah, insane. In my opinion, from Sheffield, I think that the women were more impressive. Like
women were class.
genuinely, it was
Yeah, they were unreal.
unbelievable.
Evie Corrigan, incredible. I think Meg Scanlon had.
Nick said it was class.
She
It
was
was
class.
sickening to see her miss her last pull
Yeah,
for podium. It was
like,
because it was
that was very
very
unfortunate.
close.
Alba, I think, had a good showing.
I don't think so.
think
I
so?
don't think she had her like.
She didn't have her perfect
best
day,
day.
but I still think that she's incredible to see
Oh,
her
she-
as
yeah.
such a young person coming in. Like,
Just to be able to hold her own, like
to be
at
able
that
to hold
age,
her own.
like.
And
Yeah.
Was she a reserve as well?
She was.
Yeah.
She was a reserve. You know what I mean? I think it's very, very cool to see her come in. Sunita, I mean, what did she squat? 313.
313, and then failed 318.
318.
Didn't seem like she had the best day. She even said it herself. Actually, she put up a story and was like, "This is like one of my worst
Still,
meets."
like the squat. That.
And then like
Agatha, obviously.
it was. I saw a really good comment on Instagram. Somebody was like top comment. It was like her meet recap, or I think it was like IPF poster or something like that. And somebody commented like, "Agatha, sit the fuck down, Cole," or something like that. I was like, class.
But she
I was
even
"That's
said like
sick."
in her interview afterwards that like it wasn't her best day. I'm like, what the fuck is your best
Yeah.
day? Then?
And Gio, possibly talking about going 63s. Wild. Yeah. Insane.
What did she weigh in at?
I can't remember. I think she was just under 60, 68, 69.
I think she's just like, I think I could do it. She's probably getting bored.
She could do it, like 100%. She like it doesn't even. She's just a freak, man. She's a freak.
I think she's probably getting bored. And she's like, I can go and do it. It's multiple weight
She
classes.
did, I think that was her like in like the last like year, full year round. I think that was her 7th competition, 7th full power competition.
Yeah.
I think she did like 2 bench comps as well. So I think it was like her 9th or 10th comp or something like that.
Unbelievably far ahead.
Insane. She's a freak. Like it's ridiculous. Like it's so weird to say, but like I think in such a short frame of time, like in the last 2-3 years, that like, it's very controversial with other lifters, but I think it's very safe to say she's just gold status.
Yeah.
Like, with anyone else, like even people like Austin Perkins and stuff who come in and they do these incredible things. It's still debatable to be like, oh, are they the GOAT dog? This person. But like with her, it's like,
who? Really?
yeah, like
she can compete anywhere.
go whatever weight class you want. Like genuinely, go whatever weight class you want.
She's that good. It's I think she's incredible talent. I mean, potentially once in a generation type of
and seems like a very just genuine, lovely person as well, which is
I think she
goes a long way as well.
Eats, sleeps, and breathes powerlifting.
Yeah,
just
she just SPD like 6 days a week. So quite literally. Yeah,
I'd love to watch her train. She doesn't vlog or nothing, does she?
No, I don't think so. She definitely should though.
Be interesting just to see like
What her days look like.
Just a whole week of it, or like how she feels going into those sessions. Especially like, are you beat up from squatting the day before? Like, are you just so conditioned to it? Like, because she's got to hurt. Like, she's a person. Like, she might seem like she's not human, but she is. Like, what is that whole product? Like, how do you regulate this? How do you like? Is it just you're doing it so long that you need that amount of frequency at this point to keep it going, or?
She just adapted to it so well that it's just like that's just how she can train now.
Yeah. Does she take the sessions on in between them as lighter sessions to kind of prime her and dust herself off and then pick herself back up for the next one? I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Be interesting to see how she does it. But yeah, where is I see the tickets have already 75% sold out.
100%.
They're sold out.
They were sold out before the end of the.
I thought they put out 75% of the tickets.
Oh, okay. Well, that probably makes sense.
Yeah, they sold 100% of
because that's kind of what they did.
Okay.
That's kind of what they did. Because I was thinking that as well. Because it's kind of what they did this year. Do you remember like 3 days before the comp? They were like, "Oh, we still have a lot of tickets. Go get them."
I'm gonna get them when they re-release more. I presume that's what's going to happen. Because
Well, sure. Even think about it like with me. It was like it was the same thing. It sold out immediately.
Yeah.
And then a week out, it was so like I think I've seen 7 or 8 stories on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just I'm
couldn't
selling
make it
2
that day.
tickets or whatever. So it's going to be easy to get onto.
In some way, shape, or form, I will definitely be there next year. Even if I don't get a ticket, I'll still go and hope for one on the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So that's what I was saying. When we went over, we went over a big group of us, and we convinced 2 of the lads to go. So let's say we flew out on Friday.
Yeah.
We convinced the lads on Thursday that they should fly out, and they didn't have tickets. They literally stayed in the apartment watching it on YouTube while we were all in Sheffield, and just like came out with us afterwards. It was great.
Any interesting nights out over there? Did you hang out with any of the lifters, any of the coaches?
Yeah. Loads of them. Like it was mainly the last night, you know what I mean? The first 2 nights, we were kind of just chilling amongst ourselves, obviously, because all the lifters are out and stuff. And then the very last night, the Sunday, we went to this nightclub that was literally like, well, not nightclub, it was like this bar, like late bar that was like right next to Sheffield itself, the city hall. And we were there the first year as well. And I don't even think there was any like communication, but it was like everyone just ended up there. Yeah. So it was just great fun.
It's just the only place in Sheffield.
That place is actually pretty hopping. Like,
oh yeah?
Yeah. Like there's a full like street of just like bars and clubs and stuff, and it's pretty good.
Like me and you on Budapest.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in this podcast. Fuck hell. Oh god. Moving on.
Sheffield.
But yeah, no, it was cool. I was saying like we were inside, and like even the place we were at, like we were sitting down fucking talking to Jesus and his brother, who's like 18, but he looks like he's
Yeah,
like
he
40,
looks like he's 40.
and he's just huge. And I think he said
Two
he's been,
units, man.
he's been powerlifting like less than a year, and he squats like 300. And I was like, yeah,
stop.
I was, of course you do, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was really lovely. Jesus legend, just like super chill dude, just sitting down, just like 1 a.m. just eating a pizza in the bar while everyone was just hanging around dancing. And then
Nice.
like we had like literally half the Irish team was there. A lot of people from different places, a lot of people who were competing at Sheffield and stuff. So
Yeah.
really fun. You get to meet all those people, got along with them. It was quite funny as well. Like a few lads from the gym were over, and we went. One of the lads went up and asked the bar to play "Get Your Brits Out" by Kneecap, and they did. And then all the boys started jumping up on the tables, like dancing and singing and
losing it.
stuff, going mental. And it was actually, but your one actually was like, I have to ask my supervisor. She had to like ask her supervisor if it was all right. But the place loved us. They put stories on their Instagram of the boys dancing on the tables and everything. They didn't even care. They were like, "This is sick."
Free
You can
entertainment
always
for
say
them.
the
Yeah.
Irish turn up.
Yeah, 100%. So I'd say, yeah, it was a reckless one. And I said I almost missed my flight. I got lucky. I think I don't know what time I got back home. We had to get a train at like 8:45 the next morning, and I don't even remember waking up. I just remember being like, fuck. And then
Gotta leave.
I missed 2 trains. And then I finally got one. And then the only reason I made my flight is because it got delayed by an hour. I was like on the train. It was like flight delayed. And I was like, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
So,
it.
yeah. So I got lucky. So that's the only reason I'm sitting here.
You trained
right now.
over there as well, did you?
Yeah. Trained in the gym. Cool little, it's called SPC gym, Sheffield. It was pretty cool. Very, very old school.
Nice.
Like very old school as in like, there's like a big shutter. You have to ring the gym to get in. So then, like, we texted on Instagram, waiting us up for ages. We started like banging on the shutters,
yeah.
and like some fella came out to us, and he didn't even like own it. He was just like, "Oh, I'm just training, just come in." And he's like, literally, there's like for like a day pass, just like a little cash box, just like put money in here for the day pass. Like it's pure old school. Even like full table, just full of cans of Monster, and it'll just be like €2, and there's like a little money box, and it's just like well £2, just a little money box. So it's like pure like, do you know, like every gym that started in like 2014 that was a powerlifting gym, it's just like. It's only the boys that train in there.
Yeah, just me and my mates.
Literally, but like cool equipment. Like they had pretty much everything. Like they had 2 or 3 racks, like power bar, squat bar, deadlift bar, load. I think the boys who own it must be equipped because there's a load of like suits hanging up on the walls and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, we all had a good session. Me and all the boys. There was a load of us. It was great fun. Yeah.
It was wild seeing everyone training Ultraflex then on the Monday afterwards. It was like,
I was so sick of
I've
it.
trained there
you should
before.
have stayed
We just went because we were gonna go to that Ultraflex place, but it was like I think it was the same day. It was like 2 Andrews were there, and there's told lads like see they put up a story, and they're like 20 people working in off one bar.
Yeah.
And I think there was like 10 of us, and we all needed to train. And we were like, boys, fuck that. Let's just go to a quiet gym, you
Just
know.
go somewhere else,
So yeah.
Yeah, if you've got actual training to get done, goes. If you're there for vibes, cool.
Yeah.
Just go in and pull.
I did have a very cool moment as well. I thought this was sick. You'll think it's sick as well. When I went into the gym, there was like 2 other groups of people there, and then like one group are from like Czech Republic and the other one were from Switzerland.
Yeah.
And they both know who I was because I coach people from those 2 countries. I was like, this is like the coolest shit
Yeah,
ever. I was like, that is like
That's the equivalent to training celebrities.
pretty much. You know, if anything, it kind of tops it. You know.
I don't trust celebrities.
They're my friends.
Yeah.
That's it. You call them actors, I call them friends. I told you.
Friends.
But yeah, that was a very cool experience. It was an absolutely fantastic weekend.
That is class.
Full of powerlifting and just laughs and points.
What a way to kick off the year. I seen Sheffield was supposed to be in November originally. It's now been moved to January. Sheffield 26.
Yeah, I have no idea. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
I've
always
no-
said this on the last podcast.
Yeah, I mean-
Christopher Dean came and corrected me straight away because he's some man. He's good for like he's some man to correct me whenever we mess up on
Shout
this
out
pod.
Chris.
Shout out to Chris. So he's no, there isn't 2 Sheffields this year. I was like, oh shit. So
there was at one point.
They changed.
There
They
was
must.
one
It
on the
must have
calendar,
just
yeah.
I'd say because obviously I wasn't going to go in and check every week to see if it was
course,
changed.
yeah.
But like it was definitely there.
No, I remember that. I think we had it open when we were looking at it. But
'Cause
yeah,
I remember talking to Tracy about it. I was like, oh, they must have, because we assumed it was to suit whatever World's calendar was coming out, but they've moved it now, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe, they're going to start holding it in November every year, but it looks like they're probably going to hold in January. What's the story? Where is the new Sheffield being held?
so I don't know, but I saw
Is it going to not be in Sheffield at
No,
all?
it is. So I saw Pete Spence, the guy who, since he's running all the
Yeah.
golf, so he said, he basically just put up a story like 2 days ago, and he was just like, pretty much just saying that basically that there's a lot of things behind the scenes that are really hard to do in that particular venue.
Okay.
So he was like, so they found somewhere else in Sheffield. He was like, it's always going to be in Sheffield because it's Sheffield.
Sheffield, yeah.
But he was like, we've got a better venue that it'll be easier for us to like do certain things with setup. Like, I don't know, maybe even like small things. Like I know the warm-up room is like downstairs. So they all have to get like a lift or like stairs to go up and then get ready and go out. So maybe like small things like that. Like I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I haven't been around the background of it. I haven't been around the background of it, so I don't know how it's run. But I can imagine, you know yourself, when it comes to setting up a camp, there's so many things that people don't see. Like it might look great from the outside in, but you're like, oh, if only we had this kind of setup, it'd be so much easier to actually run what we want to run.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the plan with it. I think, and I'm presuming what will be a bigger venue. What I'm hoping,
You'd imagine,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. So which would be sick.
I
as
mean,
well.
if the tickets are selling out like that, because I know it's always going to sell out, because you're always going to have fans of the sport or lifters who.
I think, but I think they're good at marketing it, because even myself, I'm broke after the weekend now. But like even after, I was pure tempted myself. Like, will I just go buy one straight away now?
Yeah,
Get a ticket? Because like, John, I put up the poster like 50% sold out. You're like, fuck, I'm not going to get a ticket. Like they're good for it. Like it is really good.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I was
they
tempted.
don't know how to create demand. With like supply and demand. They're like, listen, this offer is going to run out if you don't get it now.
Absolutely.
No, I'm definitely going to go next year. Like I said, I'll probably end up finding a ticket somewhere. I'm not that stressed over it, but I actually watching it, I was like, I should have gone. No.
Yeah.
I don't regret not going because I'm so close to competition.
Oh no, I had FOMO.
No, I didn't get FOMO. I would have liked to have been there, but then when I seen the pictures, I was like, no, I'm glad I'm not sat in that group. I'm glad I am not in the middle of that photo, because I still wouldn't be okay.
I'm still not.
Yeah,
I'm still saying that.
Your voice is still your voice isn't fully back.
My voice
yet.
is actually just gone from the camp, like just from shouting.
just
at
shouting
camp.
in
It
there.
was
Same as
mental.
every comp.
Yeah.
Sheffield. It looked class. A couple of controversial calls. Are they controversial?
But it's any camp.
I mean, we could say the same about IrishPF Nationals. That was just.
Let's
you know what I mean?
not go into
You know what I
let's
mean?
not go
Like,
into that.
So like, it was the same. It's the same thing. You're going to get this at every single comp. There's always going to be something. It's like at this level we expect. It's like at what level? We're presenting it in a way, but it's like it's still powerlifting. Like
It's still it's
the
like with
lifters-
Sheffield's a show as well.
yeah,
you know what I mean.
the lifters are doing what they can. I think Sheffield is clearly the biggest show in town.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like lifters doing what they can. If the lifter gets a bullshit call, don't blame the lifter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know?
no, I think it's class. I think I think I'm interested to see what Jay does with the Rumble now for October. I'm sure he'll take some ideas from Sheffield, some inspiration from that, because they've got a big backing with Reach, so they're able to actually put some good resources into it. So I think it's cool to see things stepping up to that level. Will anything ever get to Sheffield level? Who knows? SBD is such a huge company. It's going to take like a real big.
It'll take
investor.
a good competitor to be able to.
You know what I mean?
But it's
I do
funny,
think so.
I think it's getting there. I think
eventually.
the Rumble's a big example of where it's going as well. I think it's going to be as cool, like for the untested world. I think, but you're going to see some like what's incredible about the Rumble and the likes of the Pro and the Clash is the numbers that were put up at Sheffield become virtually nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of
the
weight
second
on the bar.
highest total at all of Sheffield was 917.5.
Yeah,
And like
so-
that's still an incredible. Like
It's
you know,
incredible,
but like
but
why? Like you know the fact that you know, even as a lightweight lifter myself, kind of like I'm actually not being biased, but it's like, you know, why did a 93 have the second highest total in the whole competition?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like
I think it's just going to be. I think when you get to the Clash, then you're kind of like. I think we've become desensitized to how much weight
100%.
1,000 kilos is.
100%.
You go to Sheffield, which is the biggest comp,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
it's like one total over 1,000.
But it's the same thing. It's like even like a 300 kilo deadlift. No one even cares anymore.
No,
doesn't even
no.
matter what weight class
We're
you're
so
in. It's just
desensitized
like
to it.
Like nowadays, it's like you have to be a girl to pull it. Everyone be like, oh
Yeah, it's
shit, like you know what I mean?
It's like oh, it's not
unless
impressive
you're
anymore.
40 kilos or a female, it's like nah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like there was like what 2 out of the 366s opened to 300 kilos and deadlift.
Yeah, which is wild.
What?
Which is wild.
Do you know what I mean?
Pana
insane.
didn't have the day he wanted.
No, which
Class
is
lifter.
unfortunate to see.
He's still doing Euros, all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
so shell
yeah. So is Shell.
rip.
Yeah, Euros is over, bro.
No, like what did I say to you last
like-
day? I was like, we're here to have fun.
yeah, just here to type out Alex said that. Were you here when he said that?
No.
We were coming. It was for the podcast.
No, he just said he laughed at me so much.
Alex was talking about like Euros and because now Shell.
No, because I woke up that morning and saw Shell on the list.
Shell is on the list, so that means like It's like, oh, my chances of coming anywhere. I guess it's one of those comps where I'm just there to have fun. It's the first time in his life he ever.
You might go 9 for 9.
No.
Nah, he won't. No.
No, because
He
then
can still- he can
that's
still
not
break
having
Irish
fun. That's no fun.
You
Like,
can still break Irish records as well. You can still break national records, can't you?
who? Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, you need something to chase for.
I know.
Because you got nothing else, bro. You're going to come away from there.
I'm
A
washed.
participation pin badge.
Fuck, am I? It's still time
and
to
a
pull out.
lanyard.
It's still time to pull out.
Nah. Get a lanyard.
No, I will say though, because I don't want to sound like I'm pure solid. I am extremely like grateful to actually be a part, and I'm actually really excited to just be in the warm room with these boys. Like, it's actually
Yeah, man, it's
sick.
gonna be
Like,
incredible.
the fella who won Sheffield, I'm not gonna be competing against, but like we pure warming up in the rack CrossFit with 50 kilos
He might
less.
let you
but,
load
like,
his bar.
Yeah, man. Do you think?
He might imagine he lets you talc his legs.
Oh, stop. Yeah.
Bro, you need some talc. I got talc.
Chalk his legs. He's still pull more than me. Like,
Chalk it down.
chalk it down. But yeah. So yeah, no, I'm very excited.
I think that's
I'm
gonna be very
excited.
cool.
Well,
how many weeks out do you know?
8.
8 weeks.
Well, 7.5. 7 and a bit.
I'm just over a week. No, I'm just over a week out. You're
Years
You're
at this point.
20 something weeks away. 22
Class.
or 23 weeks
I'm
out.
jealous.
And then Jamie, how many weeks out are you? 3? Just over 3? 2 and a bit weeks.
How many
Nice.
days?
I don't know what he said, but yeah, he's just over 2 weeks. Yeah, we got a lot coming up. So this weekend we have Phenom coming up. Jamie, would you actually? Do you know what? Do you know, before we get into it, I want to. Did everybody see? I know I started showing you a bit earlier. You had seen that already. The powerlifting then versus now video. Sorry, before.
Oh yeah, I haven't actually. seen this.
Jamie, can you pull up? I have it there saved in a tab, please.
Abs.
Just change over the volume.
Jay
It's
Farron
the
doing
comments.
bits.
Jay Farron's out here doing bits. Powerlifting videos then versus now. Each year the sport becomes a little more commercial and soft. Lads wearing crop tops and shirt jeans. Short jeans? Jean shorts?
Shorts.
To gender reveal.
Shirt jeans.
To gender reveal prompt videos. I feel like that old guy in the corner. Powerlifting was so much cooler 10 to 15 years ago.
It
Hashtag
is.
make powerlifting great again. All right, let's, Jamie, if you could, please. Pete Robish. The Rhino. For anybody that's listening, we're on the Abs Powerlifting Instagram page, and Jay put up a post of some old school powerlifting videos versus modern powerlifting. KK, what an animal he was.
Beast.
But it was just so like hardcore.
Oh man, like this is the powerlifting I knew when I started. You know what I
Same.
mean? Like there was no like Ross Small and the boys. Well, I think he had just started after, but you know.
He chose violence on this one. This is. All right, Jamie. I think we get it. You can pause the video, leave that open there because I want to check these comments. All right, Mason, friend of the podcast. Mason, how you doing? The good old days. Now it's all about matching singlets and singles at 5. What's the reply? Don't forget cute shoes.
It's true.
We got Scott Dean, pink sling slaps though. I'm a rocket at the Abs Cup. He will too.
He will,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He wore
and
the
he will
purple camo.
rock it. He'll
Yeah.
Was
rock
it purple
as well.
camo or purple leopard print? It was camo.
Yeah,
yeah.
the old A7 one.
Jay, lol, I don't actually mind the singlets. A7 always have had nice singlets. Jay, like,
When did he
Just
become
after
so PC?
shitting on him, like.
Collie, bring back being screamed at for standing in the wrong spot in the gym on Sundays. Yeah, the old Sunday mass. That's Black Mufasa. All right, I got to see if Joe hit him up. Abs with red light Stan Affording for not locking out a 600-pound bench the way he thinks it's supposed to be done in theory. Like, shut up, Black Mufasa. Open up the replies.
He would have gotten red lighted, but he's not wrong.
If you show up, sweet cheeks. Oh, you check, but get him, kid.
Oh, you were smart.
Yeah, hit few more replies. Yeah, but you still stand up after retiring from powerlifting, my little princess. Will you promise to hold my hand through this scary transition into abs powerlifting? Jay, probably more like to be red lights for his ass leaving the bench, to be honest. But we just enforce the rules of the sport, not follow theories and get sucked into the emotions and crowd. I mean, these boys are having it back and forth. Untested powerlifting is wild.
This is wild.
Abs would read like KK because he's not a franchise lifter. What happened to abs powerlifting? This is whack. Jay jumps into the powerlifting series page, tags Nick Dupree and Aries. All right. I remember Fernando pulled for his record the first album. He wanted him to beat it so bad. All right, they're getting all emotional. I've got loads of reds. All right, keep going. See, is there anything, any more drama
Relax,
in there?
boys. Lee. Oh, this is actually only just 10 minutes ago. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
going.
this is like
Oh,
this is
just like-
going now.
We're still going.
Sad at home. Fucking keyboard wires.
Okay, Joe Sullivan says, "I miss these days." Yeah, keep going. Any more? All right, no, there's too much.
Okay. I think there's too much.
Right, so
too much mixed reviews from these balls.
yeah.
I think on both ends, everyone's getting too salty. It's a joke. Relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
it's not that deep.
Yeah,
it's not that deep.
It's not.
But
deep.
do Jamie,
I think it's
do
hard
go-
though. If people don't know Jay, they don't get this.
How do we feel about like powerlifting then versus now, like the presentation of it? I'm kind of here for the presentation.
I
to be
fuck with
honest.
it, man. I think it's funny, but it's like, I think a lot of people, like myself included, sometimes some stages, you give out about like the broccoli heads and all these young fellas getting inspired. But like,
Yeah.
the broccoli heads are the reason that we have Sheffield, or the reason that the sport is growing as
Yep.
quick as it is, and it is where it is. As much as it's like,
Yeah.
it might be annoying to the old heads, but it's like these people are the reason that we are where we are. So it's like, shut up, like, you know what I
But
mean?
also like making it that little bit more like user friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no,
if you
Like,
show
it's still a
like,
hobby.
a local meet like to my parents now versus like an old one, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing
Yeah.
that kind
Oh
of
yeah,
sport
yeah,
for?"
yeah.
I think like, to say powerlifting then versus now, I think is slightly incorrect because it's like,
It's just evolved.
well, it's I think it's like the references towards like IPF style or the tested side.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if you go towards the untested side, you still have guys like Andrew House, you still have guys like Fernando, you've got Dave Richardson, you've got Boris, you've got Dan Bell, you've got Cole and Nick, you still have Nick Dupree, you have these monsters.
Yeah, yeah.
So like that side of it still does exist.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like it's like not comparable though.
No.
Like you're looking at two different things.
Like, no, because it's like, it's all the
kind
same.
of, but it's all squat, bench, deadlift. It's like there's some of the
But it's
some of the
different
music is different.
personalities. It's
Yeah.
different personalities. It's like everyone's different. Like, I think it's like, you like just at Sheffield the weekend, like even like all these lifters are really high caliber, but they all
Yeah.
hold themselves and present themselves differently. Like, you don't see people like a Gustav Hedlund going out like Ross does for his squats and
Yeah,
stuff
do you
like
know what I
that.
mean? So-
But it's like, that's just how they are. It's like I think if anything, it's a good thing, because it's like
Yeah.
it just shows there's more personalities within the sport. Like, the more widespread it is, the better. Like,
Yeah, like the A7 singlet, I'm not the craziest about it, but I mean,
I
it's not a
wouldn't wear
bad
it.
looking singlet. I wouldn't wear it, but I wouldn't be like, I think there's some people going to, but I didn't like the new SPD one either in orange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
fair. That's
I think
fair.
like
Not the all orange one. The grey one's
yeah,
cool.
the grey
one is
cool.
growing
The
on me a
grey-
lot.
I think the grey one's
I
lovely.
like grey one.
I wouldn't wear it, but that's because I like wearing black singlets.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I wouldn't. I think the orange one was not a bit of me. I think we're starting to look at Power Rangers. Really out of shape Power Rangers.
That's the thing, John. I think people don't realize, like, with these brighter colors, they expose you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, yeah, like if you're not, super lean or super jacked, you're gonna look kind
Yeah.
of bad. And like, this isn't even a dig, but I saw somebody who's an absolute fucking unit, like Bryce Kravchuk, like
Yeah.
Calgary Barbell. Like, he was wearing the grey one. And like, it doesn't look flattering on him. Like, do you know
No,
what I mean?
no,
It's
and
like,
he's-
shit.
and
And he's a
hench dude.
unit, like,
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I mean?
massive.
Like, I'm not saying he's got a bad physique whatsoever, but it's like sometimes it just doesn't.
It just
those
does not-
colors
it's not the
don't.
most flattering and-
yeah, when you see him wearing a black thing, you're like,
Yeah,
like,
it's
so he
like,
looks a lot more
wham.
jacked. It's a lot more of a flattering color.
Yeah.
I think.
Jamie, pull up the A7 Instagram page there. I just want to have a look at the singlets. You can look through the colours. Yeah, that one. Please. Yeah, so fix on. Hold on. Yeah, like, it definitely doesn't scream the brand of...
It's looking at me. Go back there, Jimmy.
Don't do that,
Don't
Jack,
do that.
don't
That's
do
not what I was talking about. Man, this is what I mean. about them being-
I won't put it up the screen. Look,
the singlets, bright color singlets reveal all. That's all I'll say to you.
yeah, look, they're not bad looking kits. It's just not the kind of kit that I would wear powerlifting.
yeah.
It's just a bit much, all of it like together.
It's very flashy.
Yeah, it
But
is
I
very
mean,
flash.
if that's what you're into, like, I know, like, off the top of my head, like 4 or 5 of my own lifters who 100% are like, yes. Like Squat Man has probably already bought the pink one.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's happening.
Like
you
he'll
know
be
what I
able
mean?
to wear
Yeah,
it.
you're
Like.
gonna get those kind of
100%.
mad personalities in it.
100%.
Yeah, but go 2 pictures over one next picture, Jamie. This is wild though.
This is
like,
wild.
Somebody
If I was
posted
your
this.
man,
Someone
like,
posted
lads.
this and was like, "This is the one." Like, I didn't know they had a pocket for the deadlift socks.
Man, like,
That's what it is. That's a pocket for your deadlift. Is that not where he's keeping his deadlift socks? No, you just ball them up. If anyone's not sure, so I won't put this on the screen, but if you go to the A7 Europe Instagram page, you'll find what we're looking for.
what is
eventually.
it? What's it called?
Can
The,
you leave
the
that there, Jamie?
cyanide?
No, not you, Jamie. Not you. I'm talking to the people. I'm talking.
Yeah,
The cyanide color.
yeah. No, this is it.
It's hardly cyanide. Isn't that like a cyanide? Sorry, I think isn't cyanide like a chemical?
Oh no, yes.
Don't you?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oi, lad.
And rosite.
Fair play to you. Do
Cyanide,
you know what?
rosite.
That's what I say.
Yeah, do
Fair
you know what
play
he looks
to you.
like?
Wonder how much he got paid for that.
Not enough. You
Not
probably get
enough.
a free
That's,
singlet.
that's something off of OnlyFans.
100%.
Do you know what it look? Do you know what it reminds me of?
Man.
Have you seen the new Irish School of Motoring logo?
Yeah.
Jamie, open the tab there.
Do you have it open ready to go?
Go, no, he doesn't. No, go over. Just open a new tab
He doesn't.
and type in Irish School of Motoring. And just hit logo after that. Irish School of Motoring logo.
Motoring?
Oh, we set him up for failure, lads. You can't even spell.
We did go look at him. I'd say he's
Logo.
sweating.
And just go into
Do
images.
this.
Yeah. Open that middle one. Open that middle one. Like,
That's
This is the
crazy,
new
man.
logo. So like,
Man.
You're such boys.
no, but-
Come on,
No,
Maeve.
Listen,
Like,
Maeve,
No, I
dude is
know.
over
You
the
can't.
Irish School of Motoring
I
logo,
know.
right? Man is over here smiling, one hand steering, one hand left foot braking. Like man's got 2 feet on 2 pedals.
and 3 hands.
Like and his wang is just upside down
Man.
hanging out.
Hanging out. Yeah, it's,
so
it's
unfortunate.
crazy.
Someone got paid to draw that.
It's the smiley face for me as well. Like it's like, what is this?
Like
This is class.
this man is just out here free balling, just baiting on the motorbike.
Oh, stop.
Like,
Genuinely.
like what is this? Leaders in driving education. Like who?
It's crazy.
I can't believe that someone got that kind of
Leading the
approved.
way.
But like someone approved that.
Like, yeah, you know, you think about like there's a lad sitting in a meeting, like, you know, just like this lads. Here you go, new logo.
Here is
and there's
the
a
new
load
logo.
of lads just like, I love it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is what we've been missing.
But that's basically the A7 single. That's what I see when I see the A7 single.
That's
If,
fair.
If you're not exactly sure what I'm talking about, by all means, put it up. Jamie, thank you. You can take it. You can take it.
Still, like I said, fair play to your man. Like, fair play.
I meant you could take the whole. You could minimize the whole thing, Jamie. Just
Get rid of
this
it.
off.
someone
rest of the
spray that
podcast.
man with cold water. You all right, man?
No, I just want to go home.
You don't want to go to Roscommon, no?
So funny.
Maeve, you brought up an interesting conversation with me the other day about pre-comp rituals. We have some comps coming up. We're getting back into competition season, and I want to get off this topic.
Might be going. Yeah, go on.
So some pre-competition rituals.
Do you have any? Or any like superstitions around comps?
Pre-comp rituals. Usually, yeah, I'd have a few. I usually make sure to take what I want for my thirds to make sure I have it on the day. So I do that in training.
Or you just, no, you take them as your fucking openers.
I just
I get 3 goals off it.
I make sure that I max
Fuck's
out the
sake,
week
like.
before the competition to make sure I know what's there.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
And then I always try to make sure I cut at least 12 kilos
Yeah.
and 4 saunas.
Only 4?
Only 4. If
That's
4 is
kinda
kinda-
rookie.
5 is a bit too much. 4 saunas, and then I completely change my diet leading into the week
Yeah,
before the comp. I go from eating like relatively good food with an odd bit of shit to just all.
This is so funny because it sounds like he's joking, right? He's not. He's not listening. This is partly true. There are truths to this.
one time. But I've never taken my maxes before. The reason they ended up being my maxes is because I cut so hard.
You did take them before without intentionally
They
meaning
weren't-
to.
they ended
They
up
weren't
being-
maxes at the time, but then on comp day they were.
So, but if I said that, yeah, I took my opener 3 times. Because I got 3 goals off it. That's
Yeah.
because I made a failure of having a big cut once. But only once. I didn't do it again after that. I just wanted to see what it was like.
When was that?
Oh, abs 10.
Yeah.
Abs 10.
Oh, I did that comp.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
fun, great
And
fun.
it was fucking. It was a heat
It was
wave.
He's
roasting.
like Alex.
Cut
He
to 90
handles him. And he has the shittest comp ever.
Oh no,
there.
that wasn't. That was.
Oh, that wasn't that one?
wasn't that one. No, that was
Oh.
the one where I had my calf.
Oh,
tore.
this was the one where you were. Where you literally
was
like
emaciated.
Yeah.
I
You
looked
didn't
like you.
You look skinnier than me.
I
yeah,
looked like
yeah,
you.
yeah. We looked like we were in the same weight class. Yeah, I
we
remember that.
looked like
You're
cousins.
snatched.
I was proper snatched.
Oh man, like I could see this fella's skeleton through like
Yeah,
jaw,
like-
so gaunt. It was actually crazy.
Have you ever seen a picture?
And he was still. I remember seeing him. I mean, like, do you know,
think you're
do you make
skinny?
weight yet? And I just seen him put on like another jumper, and he's like, nah. And he's like to Arthur Adlam. He's like, come on, we go out to the car. And I was just like to go fucking sit in the heat. And I was like, man,
yeah, I was having a
Big
hard
fella.
time. It was, but I mean, I made weight. There was
you
no
go.
weight to make. It was
Were you
absolutely.
handling Jane that morning?
I was handling Jen that morning. Yeah,
We
from
shared a
the-
rack.
We might. The whole thing is a blur.
Blur.
To be honest, I'll find it one of the days. I'll throw it up on the screen. Me looking like skeletal. Do you know who I looked like? Do you ever see the picture of Scott Disick on Ozempic?
No.
Jamie, type in Scott Disick.
oh,
Ozempic.
he's not gonna be able to spell that. Ozempic.
Oh. Wait now. Scott is in,
So SCOTT.
no, is this like Kourtney Kardashian Scott?
Yeah. Him
No. Well,
Scottish Deerhound.
they're not gonna.
Oh,
DIS.
that fella.
yeah.
I had no idea what you're talking about.
DIS, Jamie.
Did you not watch Keeping Up the
Yeah,
Kardashians?
and then
I
go across
tune
it
in
and
the odd
just
time now.
don't-
Yeah, well, if you
No,
watch
with
Dance
the images,
Moms.
or type in Ozempic, yeah. Ozempic pictures.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sure. That's me. That was me.
Yeah.
That was genuinely me. We
I want to
should
get me some of that.
No.
what? Some of him?
No.
Would you meet him for a coffee in Roscommon?
That is a man. That's a face
That's the man that would
you.
kidnap you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe I didn't look like that.
You weren't far off.
Yeah, that was how I felt, honestly.
Crazy.
Sham, he's so skinny.
Yeah.
God love him.
Yeah. I don't know how recent that was, but I remember that's just when I see that picture of me from 90 kilos, that's what it reminds me of.
But sure,
Jamie,
all the
thank you. You
Kardashians, like-
you can take it off the screen again, Jamie. Thank you. Yeah, but everyone's on Ozempic.
Yeah, all the
some
Kardashians
wild-
went hard on it.
I'm definitely a bit concerned for like future generations having to like. I mean, medicine's not even going to know what all these new sicknesses are. There's so many like new medications, vaccines, things that people are taking. Like people taking, we don't even know what problems are going to present themselves from vaping and Ozempic.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna, like that's going to be a problem in 30 years. It's
Yeah.
like these are things like that modern medicine will have to learn to keep up with.
But I suppose like we didn't know the impact smoking was going to have until
Yeah, but now we have like learned stuff and we've learned how to like
And people still do it.
medicate it. People still do it, but now we're just like now we're adding
But now
new
you know.
things in.
Now at least you know.
yeah.
I think the problem for me with Ozempic is that I think we're going to see a lot of frail people.
Yes.
Oh,
think-
100%.
Because people aren't using diet and exercise as a way to manage their weight and their health anymore. A lot of people are just, I'm going to jump on Ozempic,
Yeah.
and then they lose a shit ton of muscle mass because they're not eating, so they're
Yeah,
getting no
they're not
protein in their
training.
diet.
They're not
So
training probably as well.
They're not training because they're losing weight. So a lot of
Yeah.
people associate, I only exercise because I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
And now you've got this like,
But like
you've got
habitually
this-
as well, like you're probably not getting any further. If that's
No.
just like
No,
the
you're just
solution.
going on the other end of the unhealthy spectrum.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
you're literally becoming
yeah, it's
malnourished.
crazy.
And that's kind of the concern for it. You're going to see a lot of people who are just end up quite frail and weak as they get into older life because of.
But it
these
wasn't
kinds of
originally
situations.
like designed for
It was originally for diabetics,
weight loss, exactly. So
and it just a byproduct of it is that it suppresses appetite to such a high degree that people don't feel the need to eat. And I think there's a lot of goodness in that, but I think it gets used very irresponsibly
Yeah.
and just kind
a
of
lot of misuse.
yeah. And I think we're in for like 10, 15, maybe 20 years from now. You're
I
going to see
suppose nobody
the
knows
downturn.
like the actual long term impact it will have.
The long-term impact is going to be if you lose a shit ton of muscle, you're going to end up being frail as fuck,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're going to be
Like that's
very
just
vulnerable.
like your
that's years off
musculoskeletal
your life,
system,
like,
like
regardless.
every other like bodily system. Like you've no idea what kind of impact
yeah.
it's
So
going to have.
if you can't eat at all, you are just going to atrophy.
Yeah, no,
You're not just going to lose
legit.
it. You're going to atrophy, and you're going to
Yeah,
end
it's
up
fucked.
very, very frail.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
no-
interesting. I'd love to see some actual like research done on it.
I'm sure there's some on the drug itself.
Yeah,
but
but
in
like
terms of long-term
long
Yeah, they
Certainly,
need
like-
more time.
I would
Yeah.
imagine the long-term impacts are probably towards people that are diabetic or pre-diabetic.
Yeah, because you wouldn't get like ethical approval to test that on. anyone
Yeah,
who
we're just
doesn't
going to
need
see.
it, like.
We're just going to see how bad this hurts people.
yeah. Literally,
So-
like.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see too much of that. But pre-comp rituals, Alex, you got any?
Kind of.
Got a,
like,
got a lucky pair of socks or something?
Yes, all right, right. I had a lucky pair of jocks that I swear I did. They were washed now as well. They get washed every camp, right?
Very
They're just
demure.
or if I used to wear them like if I had like a heavy session or something coming into camp.
Yeah.
And yeah, they ripped. And then I was like in nationals prep, and basically there's a big hole down. I didn't even know I should say this. I was like, I don't care. Fuck it. So there's a big hole by my gooch, right? And basically, every time I squatted or I went into the hole,
As in when you went to the bottom of the hole, or when you went into the hole of your
No,
jocks?
sorry, both essentially. Yeah, like the boys would just fucking pop out, and I'd just get a bit of a. It was just a bit of a draft in between, and it would just put me off so much when I was squatting. And I'd literally like be warming up and just start laughing. I'd say if you were in the gym, and you saw me squat, I just looked like the biggest weirdo ever because I'd just be sitting in the hole, just pissing myself.
They're just falling out of your jocks.
Literally,
right through the middle.
and I'm pure like, oh, I hope these shorts aren't too baggy, like
It's
you know, like
kind of like a trap door.
legit, yeah. You don't know what to expect. So yeah, and I had to throw them out, and I was really upset. But nationals still went okay. So that's gone. Need to find a new pair of lucky jocks.
I'll give you a pair of mine if you want.
No, I'm alright because they definitely haven't been washed.
I wash all my clothes.
And then you do, I'd say.
You went the long. Dry cleaners wash them like.
But yeah, and then
love 'em.
like I suppose I only have like rituals. I think it's just kind of I like to be left the fuck alone. So like if I like wake up and it's the morning of camp, I probably won't speak to anyone until I'm like weighing in. You know, in that kind of way.
Yeah.
Like I've had times where like I've been like at like I've gone over for like a camp with like my missus or whatever at the time, and like I literally will just sit in a room with headphones on and not speak to them like during the night before camp or the morning of. But they get it, you know what I mean? So that would kind of be it. And then kind of have one as well where like I think a lot of people have this one as well. But if I'm going out for a lift, I don't like to watch who's in front of me because not that if I see someone fail, I'll fail, but I think it's just the idea of failing gets in my head. So I'm kind of like I just like being in my own world and not. So if you're ever competing around me or you see me in a warm-up room, I'm like walking in circles, fucking being a loser, like growling, barking at the walls or something.
Going to hell.
Yeah, going to hell. But that's pretty much just because I'm trying to distract myself from, because like just getting involved in the camp.
Yeah,
if I see a load of people failing squats and I have to go out for a squat, I'm like, all it's going to be in my mind is failing a fucking squat.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm kind of pacing around, just kind of visualizing me getting a lift, you know. So they're kind of it for me. So. Need a new pair of lucky jocks and just don't want to see people fail before I'm lifting.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about you, Maeve?
I actually don't think I have any. Like I used to wear the same pair of underwear when I was like playing rugby, but like since starting powerlifting, I don't think I have any. I went through a phase
You don't
when
wear
I was
underwear now that you powerlift?
no, I wear underwear. You're actually a pain in my hole. Jesus Christ.
Right up
yes,
there with the 10.
So gas.
Go on, sorry, you had some lucky pants
When
for
I was
rugby.
playing rugby, but
Yeah.
I don't anymore. Because like you don't really need it.
Yeah, but you see, girls, now one of my rituals would be I get a new singlet for every comp. So I definitely have some things that I like to do for every comp. Like I've got like my next competition's singlet already picked out and bought and
What
waiting
is
for
it? Or would we all have to wait and see?
No, it's the all black SBD.
The OG or the new?
No.
The
the
newer
newer
one. I have the OG one there as well.
What do you think about the Gymshark one?
I like the Gymshark
I think
singlet.
I might get that for
I
my
think
next
it's a
time.
sick looking singlet. I like the Gymshark singlet.
Fuck with it.
So yeah, I like to get a new singlet for every comp. Maybe a new pair of Jordans. I used to wear Jordans just for bench, so I'd get a new pair of Jordans. But then I had like a slip on a carpet in my second last comp, and I ended up missing a 200 bench because my foot came up with leg drive. So I don't do that anymore now. I just wear the Avances or the
Hyper V's.
the Hyper V
Yeah.
shoes that I have there. So. Yeah, that'd be it. But I mean, a lot of girls, especially Liz or Alicia,
Yeah,
yourself
like, they
even,
go for
girls
it.
like to go all out, especially the girls here.
Oh,
I don't see
Yeah,
that as a
yeah.
ritual though.
No.
Like,
That's
like I-
definitely a ritual.
Is it? Like
Yeah,
I get my
yeah.
hair done like put on tan.
Yeah, hair.
Full
But it
blown.
is.
full
It's
comp
like
look.
the look good, feel good kind of thing. Like
That's,
you know
that's
what I mean?
definitely a
But like
ritual.
if something happened and I couldn't get that done, I wouldn't feel like I couldn't compete, kind of thing.
Yeah, but you just go for a simpler outfit, but you would still come in, like part of your ritual is like preparing your outfit.
Yeah, definitely like all black for me. I'm like, I wore a red singlet once and I don't know if I'll ever do it again.
That was in December, right?
Yeah.
What else
all
did you
red
have going with
singlet?
it?
No,
just
it was the A7 one with the like red strip
Ah,
on the
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else going with it?
No, I had red nails. That's where I wore the
Oh,
red
yeah,
singlet.
yeah, red singlet to match the red nails. See,
Yeah.
that's a ritual.
That's cool.
I don't know if it is. Although to be fair, like I have a pink singlet, so I might wear that in June. but I'll have to get pink nails and like a pink bow or something. I don't know, but I don't think that's like a ritual.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's like a.
What, you got that pink singlet?
No, I have the A7 one.
Oh, with the pink down the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got it off Maeve Crown.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I used to, when I was training at home during COVID, and like I'd have no spotters because I was benching off like a step ladder. I must actually show you guys one day like what I was like training off of, like my dad's scaffolding. Like
Yeah,
it was
class.
fucking, it was class.
Love that.
But I used to obviously have like no spotter, so I'd have to get my mom to come out and like lift the bar off the scaffolding because it would literally just like roll back. Like the scaffolding was really long. But I remember this was like, I think I was in third year in college, right? And when you're in college in Carlow, do you know like MC Pat Flynn?
Of course.
Yeah. So he's from like Wexford or somewhere.
Okay.
So he used to always play in the Foundry in Carlow. They'd always get him for like Rag Week freshers. And I remember when I started in college, I was like, everyone knew the words to like Get on Your Knees. And I was like, oh my God, like, why have I never heard of this song? Obviously, because I'm pure fucking sheltered. So I'd never heard of this song anyway. But by the end of college, I like knew all of the words. I used to only listen to that song when I'd be training. Like literally I would listen to that on repeat. Like I can still sing it like word for word. I used to only listen to that on repeat because I was doing sports psychology at the time as like part of a module in fourth year. And the lecturer was like talking about one day, like that's something that athletes will use in terms of like concentration. They'll like pick a song and they'll listen to that on repeat. So I was like, oh yeah. Me fucking vibing out in my garage, Get on Your Knees by MC Pat Flynn. Like so that was probably the only thing that I did like on repeat for a little while. And I suppose
did you find that like, sorry, didn't mean, but I just find it interesting because you know I do that sometimes. Do you know when you're like lifting, do you find you were picking that song so you're kind of singing along to it in your head so you're not thinking to kind of distract yourself from that, or is it just
no, actually the opposite.
Okay.
So that like if I'm not changing a song, so like on a comp day,
Okay,
I actually do
yeah.
have a ritual. On a comp day, I will like pick a song and I'll put that on repeat.
Yeah,
Cool.
sometimes I get that. It's like this repeatability. I'll take.
called autism?
Yeah.
Like, legit, like what do you mean? Yeah, ritual. Sure, guys.
I'll have a tune that I might take for a top set or a top single every training session, and then that'll just become like I'll start to kind of line that up with success. So that's what it'll kind of start to mean. It's like I always, if I hear it, it kind of sets me up. For that.
But do you find will you stop listening if you fail?
I'll cut that shit straight
yeah,
away. Yeah, Ali Boumayev by The Game was one of like my top songs, and I missed like I think like a deadlift once in training like years ago. Never listened to that shit.
Yeah, no, the exact same.
So this shit comes on the radio, I can switch it off.
Yeah. And you're even like, I actually like this song so much, but I hate it.
Like it
But,
reminds me of a loser.
Yeah.
Oh no, I tried to go back to it once. I was like, I'm breaking the curse.
And then it fucks you again.
Nah, just fucked it. I was like,
It's because you'd always pick it at the worst time. You're like, I've like there's like a 50% chance I'll make this list.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna put on that song anyway.
like, I'm
That'll
gonna
up
put
to
it
55. And
That's
then it actually brings you down.
It's like I just need to want it more. It's like doesn't matter how much you want it, bro. It's like it's 5 kilos too heavy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
It's funny because the powerlifting club in the college, they're training on like a Tuesday and a Thursday at the minute. So like the nights that I would be working in college, and some of them are getting ready for the comp at the weekend. What month's it? February Open. And it's funny, they were kind of, a lot of them are quite new to the sport. And by new, I mean like maybe in the last kind of year, like since they've been in college. And they were just chatting the other day about like junior nats, and one of the lads had gotten injured, so he wasn't going to like have time to qualify for junior nats, and could they qualify for open nats without doing junior nats, etc. And they were like, yeah, like if I could just like add 50 kilos to my total between now and August when the like QT time frame ends. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and cut. And I'm like,
Sub junior?
no, junior.
Fucking go. I've failed him. He was junior, go for
But
it.
I'm just like, there's a lot to be said for like managing your expectations.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
But sometimes you just have to let people have these ideas and then not get there, and then they'll realize it themselves. Not like you fucking send them into it, but
why are you looking at me like that?
Well, you know
knew
what?
where I was going with
I
that.
think we will. I think we will talk about this in the next episode. Because I would like to get into a little bit of the Phenom meet, the INSF comp that's coming up. But I think I'd like to stay on that one. I think you make some very good points, Maeve.
You're being fucking sarcastic.
I'm
now.
not. No, I think you're making some great points.
What?
I just need to remind you those. I'm going to play this back on the screen next week.
I told you I had an epiphany, but you didn't want to fucking hear it. So
I was too giddy. I was too immature to hear your epiphany.
yeah, well, I'll tell you my epiphany later. So
Save for the apps, save for the pod.
Save for the bad.
no, because I can't wait a week to tell you this. It's kind of important, like.
Basically, no one understands. There's like this joke going on there. Anytime we have any bit of a half decent conversation, stop, save it for the podcast. Don't talk to me.
And
about
we'll
it.
forget about it before we get on the pod. We're like, we never talked about this. Oh, yeah. We just have like Willy jokes instead. I'm talking about Maeve's,
better.
Tinder and Willy's.
Ah, stuff. Shift era.
Shift era. Jamie, will you pull up the IrishPF page there? I just want to have a quick look at the lineup. The reason I want to go through the lineup, oh Jesus Christ,
Benson.
the reason, yeah, that's fine. You just scroll up the top of that page. The reason I want to go through the lineup, a lot of new names, guys.
Which is class to
In
see.
this is just the
Unbelievable.
IrishPF. And we do see we have the return of Dawn Stacey in the
Goals,
57.
let's
So
go, shout out
very,
Dawn.
very exciting.
In the 57s,
Philip
after a
Doyle is-
baby?
Yeah, I mean, new baby, new mom. This is
weight
it's very
class.
cool. New weight class. Very, very cool to see
Sick.
Dawn coming back.
Sick.
I'm sure she's going to absolutely make some
Yeah.
noise.
Her training's going really well.
It
Yeah.
looks to be going well. Evie McKeever, Gracie even coming out.
Oh, she is taking a little break for powerlifting, actually. I
Oh,
think.
she's not doing that comp?
Yeah, she's pulled out of that.
So is Fina, actually.
Yeah, and I think she's going to look at more of kind of hypertrophy style training for a little while.
Fair,
Nice.
fair.
Bit of bodybuilding.
Yeah.
We got Dana Ryan. I don't know Dana, but I do know DDP 120.
DDP 120.
DDP 120.
The 105, the 105, 120.
He's getting kicked out of his house.
No, he's not getting
Dustin,
kicked
would you
out.
like to? Dustin, would you like to come on and let us know?
In
Yeah,
fact-
this is, for example, this is one of them. She was like, Dustin might be getting kicked out. He's like,
Well,
save
I
it
used
for
to-
the pod.
I used to live in that house, first of all. So Dusty moved in when I moved out.
Okay.
But the main lad that has been living there for years, he's moving out. So the landlord is like, nah, you can all get out.
Oh, that's fucking cunt.
Yeah, so he's only after really moving to Carlo and he's
He's been kicked out already.
been kicked out. I think he's on
DDP
about
120.
moving
What a
in.
club name though.
He's on about moving in with Lawrence, so I'd say that'll
Nice, yeah.
go down well.
Ah, sure. Here, look,
Ah,
lad.
sure, lad. Eat your dinner. You'll be grand.
I don't know, does Lawrence know this yet?
I was
He doesn't listen to us
Dusty's
anyway. don't
there.
worry.
He's like, yeah, no, he kicked us out. And sure, look, if your nana had wheels, she'd be a
yeah,
bicycle.
yeah.
Sure, look, it's fuck.
Sure, look, lad.
Sure, look, it. Ah, another 10. Fuck
Yeah.
it, sure. I love that his club name is DDP 120.
It's sick.
And he competing at 105.
That was a joke. He
Oh.
randomly changed his Instagram name one day to DDP 120.
That's
even though
class.
He's always been 105.
What is Leviathan? No shade on this. I just seen Leviathan down as a club, Darren McCullough, and Cool Guy James. But just started working with Ali Murphy. Ali O'Reilly. Ali Murphy's very, very excited. Shout out Ali. Excited to get working together. Hopefully we come out with I mean, I want to win junior Nats, qualify up in Nats, back in the international podium.
Yeah, junior Euros.
Junior Euros.
India.
I'm very, very excited to start working with Ali.
Sick. Shane McGarry pulling out. He broke his toe.
Broke his toe.
Yeah, that was sickener. I coached Shane. He was he was in his gaff benching and he had like 100 kilos in the bar or something like that.
Yeah.
But was like pulled 2 plates off one side and then went over to the other side. Thought he pulled like 1 plate off.
Yeah.
So pulled like the red and then like the yellow fell off as well, or like the 10 or whatever, and just fell straight onto his toe. And he's wearing no shoes or socks. And he got two clean breaks in his big toe.
Ooh.
So he'll be out for a bit. And it was fucking annoying because it was so good to see him coming
Training
back.
going well.
But it also just means I don't have to go to Cork this weekend. So
Yeah, fair.
shout out Shane.
Killian Kirsch
do have
making
to
his
go.
comeback. Yeah, you're reffing. Sean.
I'm reffing Sunday
Killian Kirsch. I'm
evening.
excited to see Killian. Welcome back, Killian. A lot of names that I like. Phoenix, Wheeler Thompson. First of all,
yeah.
what a name!
Class.
Like that's some actor shit.
And he's 105. I think so. This lad was at Abs Teens. I remember he won. Freak of a young
Yeah,
fella.
absolute.
Yeah.
He squatted 272 or 270 in sleeves. Won the whole comp. And he was. I'm pretty sure he was like 96 kilos or something like that. So like,
Yeah.
if he's gone up and he's filling out the 105s, I follow him, but he doesn't post his training, so I haven't seen much. But like, expect to see this kid on the international platform very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
soon.
no,
All
he's
he
an
has to do
absolute animal.
is just not quit, right? So,
Pretty much. Just don't
and
get
he's gonna
bored
be
of being
there.
better than everybody
yeah,
else.
Yeah. literally.
Like, I think we're going to see some big things. Dave Gagnon's back out.
Yeah, Dave Gagnon. Yeah.
Go on to the second page there. Phil Pramberger back around. There's a lot of returning names that I've not seen in a minute. A lot of new names.
A lot of new names. It's exciting.
There's a couple of people that have pulled out, obviously, but I mean, 112. I mean, the sport, IrishPF is in a very, very healthy place in terms of competitions.
Sick.
It's very, very cool to see it. So, I won't be there this weekend. I'll be in Galway. There's the Irish Natural Strongman Federation is holding Ireland's Strongest Man and Woman comp, which I'm really looking forward to. There's some big names there. I know you guys aren't as familiar. I think Jack Kenny's going to be down there as well, so the two of us will probably jump on a pod and discuss a little bit of a recap. Maybe try and chat to Jer as well, because I'm still working with Jer for my strongman coming up in 2 weeks. But I'm for the open class, I'm coaching one guy in that, Tom. But I think for I'm excited. There's going to be a battle between Rory O'Hagan, Joe Buckley, and Colin McNally is going to be. There's some good lifters across each weight class. Yeah. But that's the big battle. It's going to be fucking class. Sick. And it's definitely going to be like a couple of people will shake some stuff up, because the way the events will work. Colin McNally, Rory, and Jer. But Rory, I don't know if he's got a weak link. Jer looks on fire. Colin is getting fucking phenomenal. Like the three boys are absolutely like top of the top, tested, untested, don't matter. They're that good. But it's going to be interesting to see if like someone else in the pack ends up like picking up points somewhere else on one of the other events that maybe,
because it's so unpredictable. Like it's not like powerlifting.
There's an axle bar deadlift for reps there, and I think that's where you could see like potentially some people pipping other positions. So I'm excited to see it. So myself and Jack probably covered a little bit and try and see if we can get Jer. Maybe I'll try and see if Jer's around, or if I can get him on the phone or something, or over Zoom. Just to go through it, but very, very, very exciting comp. Dr. Tom said he might actually sit down and talk.
No way.
Sick.
Yeah, but I mean, he's doing the comp.
Yeah,
so, it'd be cool to sit down and maybe just talk about it for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Just go through the lineup, because I want to give it the kind of the space,
the justice that it deserves.
So
and Tom could like do that.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna sit down and talk about it. I want it to be like not just me saying, and this is this person, this is that person. I want to
actually
really get into it. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up, guys. I'm very, very excited to see things pick back up. We're just off the back of Sheffield. I think everybody's going to come back with a new spark of motivation. You've got comp coming up soon. I've got a comp coming up soon. We're going to be back in the driving seat of coaching again, so we can expect every few weekends we're going to be on the road. We might start vlogging it. We start doing some lift era on the road vlogs.
Sure. For
some comp vlogs. Not the afters, just the. We don't really go out like that anyway. No. We're fairly boring.
I'm sober, so I
don't really even drink.
No, I'm sober. I told you. Yeah. Dry January.
Yeah, Alex has been sober since
Monday.
Monday.
No, I was definitely
I was definitely drunk by Monday. So Alex has been sober since yesterday. Maeve.
I've been sober all year.
I was going to say any parting words. I'm sober as a judge. Maeve, next week, can we expect to hear more of the Tinder files?
No.
Please, come on. Just let us take over your Tinder for a week.
No, because
we'll get you a load of dates. It'll be class.
I don't want a date.
You just do. You
do. I've actually decided that like my life is just fine the way it is.
What's the difference in Tinder and Tinder Premium?
I don't know. Jamie has Tinder Premium.
Jamie pays, for sure.
Anyone ever used
No. So like, fuck's sake. No, because I get everyone like, he pays for Tinder. Not anymore, lads, actually. Not anymore. I deleted it, right? I'm locked in. I don't pay for Tinder anymore. I don't have it to pay for. Right, so when you get Tinder Premium, right? No, seriously, you get like, you get like a certain amount of likes every day.
Yeah.
And then if you pay for it, you get unlimited likes. And you can also see who liked you first.
Yeah, so you've like the upper hand.
Yeah, you've the upper hand, like,
Yeah.
But not really when you're a fella. Like,
maybe
you pay for it and you're like,
Maybe I'll pay for it for a month just so, like, for research purposes.
Honestly,
you should.
Honestly, don't. It actually makes you feel worse about yourself. Like, these are people liking me. You're like, it makes you want to get like,
Jamie,
you see, if you're not on it though, like, you can't get rejected. So, I'm actually winning.
Why is it deleted on my phone? Locked in.
Yeah, so basically, you get to see who likes you or maybe they don't like you, they just like the idea of you. Or
They've
they like,
swiped, yeah.
It'd
They've
be like,
swiped
so
for you.
like
They
basically
would
you've Tinder
smash,
someone.
smash or pass, like.
They're like,
Yeah.
I like this man's fish. Like,
Yeah, some trout.
it's
Some
like-
trout and invite.
It's like she's totally into my Tinder. All right, so
And I'm glad that you guys find it funny because I fucking
I
don't.
think that this is great.
I think it's hilarious.
I love
yeah.
this. I think this should be a regular thing.
This is a regular segment,
Yeah.
Shift Era. We'll start
Shift
off every
Era.
episode with Shift Era. And guys, that is it. I'm going to leave it there for today. Powerlifting's back.
Yart. We're back.
I'm very, very excited for it. We'll be back next week with some more updates. Probably do midweek again next week because I'll be competing the following weekend.
Yep.
Be sure
Yep.
to tune in. But yeah, thank you to everybody that listened. And if you followed along this long and listened to the first 35 minutes of chaos and waffle,
that's wild.
fair play.
Fair play, Joe.
Fair play. If you
If
got
anyone wants to
anything,
go on a date,
if you got,
I'm only joking.
If anyone wants to kidnap Maeve,
if anybody
She
wants
likes
to
long walks.
or if you'd like to send Maeve a picture of your fish,
yeah.
please by all means.
Jesus.
Okay, can we wrap this up?
But I mean, you brought up the fish.
You did bring up the fish.
You did bring up the fish. So Maeve likes them battered.
Good night and God bless. No,
Chance
that's
of a
enough
swear
now.
card. And that is it. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We do appreciate you tuning in. We will be back next week for some more absolute waffle and a little bit of lifting. But until then, we're out. Shine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.